Okay, there we go. Hello, everybody. This is the Jackal's Lair with my boy Sungrown. Right now, I am as he get things set up. I'm going to play some music for y'all, and thank you for coming. Wow, the old comments still show up. Anyway, hope y'all enjoy.
Oh, I see.
Wanna fuck? Yeah. You make me want. Yeah. You make me wanna. Yeah. You gon' make me wanna fuck. Sending texts telling me you waiting up. Yeah. That shit gon' make me wanna fuck. She said if she keeps sticking in and wake me up. Yeah. That shit gon' make me wanna
Fuck it, man.
fuck.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm perked down and hazied up. Yeah. That shit just make me wanna fuck. You make me
Should
wanna.
I tell my baby bye-bye? Or should I fuck her good and leave my sins inside? I know you think it's crazy how I met you, but I want you to be my bitch this time.
First time I actually spotted you was at Lenox Mall. That little figure make a nigga wanna spin it all. Pulled out a 20 pack and you ain't even flinch at all. You just reacted like you used to seeing niggas ball. I respect it. Truthfully, I ain't expect it. Ain't know if you was like the rest, so I had to test it. Guess that little move I pulled wasn't that impressive. Had a chance to score, but I fumbled that possession. I catch you on the rebound when I lead 10. But I could tell you ain't the type that I'ma see around. Where you work, where you hanging, who you be around. Fuck your man, he Atlanta, you with me now. We ain't gotta rush it. Look, I gotta blush it. Jump in the spaceship, tell your nigga you
Hey,
gotta duck. We can take trips wherever,
Neto, I didn't mean to do that. How do I?
We could take pics
Oh
together,
shit!
but none.
What the fuck is going on here?
You gon' make me wanna fuck.
Fuck.
Sending texts telling me you waiting up. Yeah. That shit gon' make me
Wow,
wanna
that is
fuck.
not good.
She said if she keeps sticking in and
Nightbot
wake
doesn't
me
like
up.
Neptune's fan.
Yeah. That shit gon' make me wanna fuck. Especially when I'm perked down and hazied up. That shit just make me wanna fuck.
You can't use capital letters, I guess.
Should I
Wow.
tell my baby bye-bye? Or should I fuck her good and
Well,
leave
he
my
has
sins
a
inside?
lot of extra
I know
accounts,
you
so
think
I
it's
wouldn't worry about that
crazy
too
how
much.
I met you, but I want you to be my bitch this time.
You gon' make me wanna fuck.
Just randomly block people. That wow, that's just crazy.
That shit gon' make me wanna fuck.
Maybe it's true Freeman and his low-level
Fast
Google
forward
influence.
back to order for leaps back and forth across the country. I passports on repeat. You need a reminder? Who kept you in that designer? Asked the
Ira
kickback.
Hack
Who
Nightbot,
stretched
dude.
you in that recliner? 5-star your lifestyle kept you out of that done. Got you rocking new ice
Still
that
last,
level
yeah, that's
up
what I
your
wanted to talk
design.
to you about.
Wedding band rings, that's what hella bands bring.
Don't
Said
worry about
beautiful
that.
is
I
a
took
musical
Nightbot
when the
off.
band
I don't
sings.
appreciate Nightbot
Talk
doing
about
that,
the
being a
problems that
hater.
your man bring.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Better
cut this
without him,
music
so
off
don't
now.
worry
I'm
about
ready
it. Damn.
I really like that song. Alright, switch over. Bam. Alright, y'all. How y'all doing? For the newcomers here, my name is Jackal. I normally do video games, but I'm I'm here now because I watched Ty. I've been watching this whole thing with Tyra and Tommy a for some years now, and this shit is crazy. So how was you explain it to me about Tyra getting evicted? Do you mind talking about it again?
Yeah, no problem, man. So, you mean, so the question, kind of like the question that you asked me earlier today, or
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
just kind of okay, yeah,
Oh, do you want me to
shit,
repeat
I
the
kind of,
question so everybody?
yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah,
Let me get.
yeah.
Uh, so my thing is Tyra been going around saying how, oh, you can donate to Tommy, but you can't give me a finder's fee for I can show y'all all the properties around here that you get for 5,000, or was it 5,000 or ten
Right.
thousand that he claimed that you could get a property for.
That's right. Yeah.
And all I ask is a finder's fee of 500. Like that don't even make sense. But why is he worried about being kicked out where he at? Where he can find a property for way cheaper than you could get a house.
Man, and well, that's also kind of a timeline thing though also, but that was something that he was trying to talk about, that we should have done. This is something that all of us should have done at one point. He was saying we all should have got together with him to put our money together and to do this at a certain time, because now you see what they've done is they've built something there called Education Village, or the Teachers Village. Do you know? And have you heard about that?
No, no.
Okay, so what that is what they did was they, on Rural Street around his, where he lives, they bought up the city, and people got together and bought up a lot of the houses and refurbed them all, made them all a little nicer, trying to attract teachers and educators. I think it's called Educators Village. So they
Mhm.
tried to attract younger teachers and educators, people coming out of college, to set up shop there and help out in the school system, because it's rough. It's rough over there,
Oh,
and
dang.
it's not working out. So there's a bunch of houses there that are nice, and that are fixed up around him, but it didn't work out quite as the city planned. So a lot of the houses are just still kind of sitting there. So that was him saying, man, you guys should have invested at one point with me, but all this time, we can see what happened and why his house sticks out so much. If you've seen Super Saiyan Jim's videos and stuff, his house sticks out like a sore thumb, kind of,
And that's
right
why
now.
he's been doing all those home improvements because the city been coming down on him.
Well, this is what happened. So once code enforcement is contacted, they are obligated to contact the owner of the home. And then that's where this
Uh,
homeowner comes in, Mr. Wainwright. We call him Mr. Wayne, and once Mr. Wayne got contacted about this, he contacted Tyra personally. And then, as you saw over the last almost 3 weeks, he's just been it's been he's just been working on the house, doing all the code enforcement things that got hit.
I'm not aware of the what do you call that, squatters' rights where he live at, but I know in some states,
Yeah,
and I know Tommy talked about this. As long as you fix up the place, the owner really can't kick you out. You might as well make a deal for that person to pay you rent.
right. A lot of times it's a timeline, and I
Hmm.
don't know. I'm not sure about Indiana timelines, but like out here in California, I think California is 10 years, but you have to be in that home for at least 10 years, showing that you're, doing what he was attempting to try to do, but but also he wasn't paying the homeowner like he should have been. He was in a rent to own contract with the homeowner. And what he was doing was kind of ducking out of the rent to own payments,
Oh
but still trying to
no!
pay the property taxes on the house. He was going to try to, because he knows this guy lives in the Philippines. He knows this is something this guy does not even want to deal with. So he
Wow.
knew. He
I
knows.
so I'm about to look up squatters' rights and ND right right now.
Yeah.
Cause all this time he kept saying how Tommy didn't own this, and one time he came out of his mouth how I could have told you how you could have took that mansion away from those people. Bro, first of all, there's a
Yeah.
moral thing with that.
Well, let me you know what? Let me just all right, let me just say something here. I kind of punched something up,
Yes, sir.
and it says in 1927 in Indiana passed a bill that required squatters to also pay all of the taxes that are assessed to the property in question during their occupation period. If the adverse possession began before 62, then it has to be 15 years. If it's after 82, you have to be in the property for 10 years. So for
Oh,
him, it was 10 years, and this is the halfway point. He thought he could possibly get another 5 out of it, because he was ducking and diving and paying taxes, paying the property taxes.
so with
But
the
that was
whole
that was part. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
so with him paying the taxes on it, that don't mean nothing.
Mm-mm.
Oh shit.
Not at all, because that's something, that's something that has to be done anyway. It's it was his way of just trying to stay in there and keeping the receipts and the facts and the evidence and documents. So when it does go to court,
Hmm.
his the main problem is the back rent. You
And
know
if he can't come
the
up with that, he can be automatically kicked out.
Yeah, and it's yeah, because when
Oh,
it goes to court, that's really the only thing the judge. That's the main question. No matter what kind of story he has, is it are you up to date on your rent? Kind of deal.
I Tommy had showed a video how excuse me, how one dude came out that people hate Tyra for because of Tommy. If Tommy never said his name, never put a spotlight, that no one would have hated Tyra. Do you think that Tommy had anything involved, or he can be really blamed for this? Because from my point of view, even though I'm at work and I hardly get to watch every video, from my point of view, it looked like that Tyra, he's completely at fault at this and blaming another man for his mistake. I mean, for his own shit here is childish.
And well, a lot of this for me, it stems back to when Tyra always thought that Tommy put out this kind of like a green light for all YouTubers to go after True Freeman, and Sungrown was he's part of this cult, that is uh is with Tommy and stuff, man. But the real truth about all this and everything that's going on today is like, man, Tommy didn't have anything to do as far as giving, saying, all right, Jim, go ahead and do this, and all right, Sungrown, I want you to live stream every single day, okay? And I want you to, he did, and all this behind the scenes stuff with contacting the homeowner and stuff like that. We didn't, we're not like asking permission, from Tommy and stuff like that. We're just kind of letting our actions speak for themselves, and that's what I did when I kind of came back here, starting to do live streams on True Freeman again. I said to myself, I'm gonna let my actions speak for themselves, and I'm gonna try to stay out of the chat rooms, which it's still hard to do. I still like to go and say hi and what's up and
Mhm.
fuck around in the chat rooms, but in the past that had got me in trouble. If you didn't know, I've gotten kicked out of any nation and any army you can think of on YouTube. But I just still try to stay cool and you know chill with everyone and not step on people's toes.
um,
But yeah, man, as far as him, like giving out hit orders and paying people, and stuff like that. I mean, as far as like me, Jim, and Truffle Shuffle is another guy who's really kind of into the editing and getting those videos for Jim out that look so nice and kind of professionally done.
yes, I would like to
And
talk to Jim one day because he is very brave. And I really think Tyra will one day shoot somebody. The fuck? I'm
I
sorry,
don't
my
know,
neighbors is calling. Mhm.
yeah.
Oh, you don't think your man would just straight up shoot somebody that gets too close to his house?
I don't really think so. Not unless it was in an actual situation to where somebody's life was really at risk, man. He's had pervert Craigslist stalkers walk up to his car as him and his wife are getting out, and he didn't draw down on them or nothing, and it's all on security footage. He showed us, and it's like, what are you talking about? That True Freeman should be drawing down as soon as somebody comes over there. You know what I mean? But he does.
Ye-
He didn't do that.
mm.
I mean, he's smart in that aspect. He doesn't want to go to jail for murder. He doesn't want to kill somebody and peel their wig back and all that.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth at no point to shoot somebody over something like that either. But I do think your man is a dangerous dude because emotions fly. Sorry, emotions fly for when you get in an argument. So when he had that gun with him, when he had an argument with his son, even though he requested backup from his what was it, his brother or
Yeah, that's
cousin?
his little brother. That's his
Yeah.
little brother, but he's the big brother. He's little, but he's huge.
Oh damn, damn. But
That's Kenny.
one thing that's
That's
this
Uncle Kenny.
got you. But one thing that disgusted me about Tyra is I seen him. I heard him say one day that he he didn't in no shape or form put money on his son's books. But when I was listening to a Tommy's video, I heard him say that, "Hey man, I got some money orders here. I'm going to send some money to my peoples because that's how because family take care of family." I'm like, "Hey, hold up, what?" But a couple of
Well,
videos ago, you said you didn't even put money on your son's book, let alone even read his letters. So was this nigga fucking you in the ass or something? What the fuck?
well, that's that tough love. That's that tough love that Tyra talks about with his son. Man, it's been like that since his son was in elementary school and brought a fake weapon to school. I think it was a BB gun, and they called Tyra up and asked him, what they want to do, and they like kind of did a. They didn't arrest him because he was a juvenile, but he got locked. He kind of got a light lockup. Like True Freeman let his son get locked up in elementary school and shit. He shows tough love, man. It's weird. I don't know.
I mean, I don't.
And
That
it's
ain't.
sad to see his son now. It's sad, man. That last video of his son in the hotel room on lean and shit, man.
Bro,
That shit,
I
it's that.
seen that how his grandmother
Yeah,
even came out like, "Hey, baby, don't do this," and kept saying that nobody cared two shits about him. And then he went out to Tommy. That was just weird.
yeah. It was suicidal a little bit, like he was reaching. It's very strange. Like there's some weird shit going on in Indiana, man. They got a prostitution ring that runs through there. They got
Are
a
you
pill mill
serious?
that runs through there. Yeah, dude. I'm not talking about rural street, but I'm talking about very close proximity. Let's just
Oh,
say that. It's a wild place up there. And weed is illegal still, so it's just not.
that's a sucky ass city. Jesus. Yeah, did Super Saiyan Jim really go up to Donna's job?
No.
Okay, so what's this? What Tyra talking about? He got him on the camera talking to somebody, asking about his wife.
You know what? I don't know if it was that or if he went to Speedway and talked to the women at Speedway,
Uh, oh, Speedway. What is
and
that?
he asked them, about some things that had happened up there with True Freeman. But I don't know. I don't believe he's ever went
Okay, so I must have.
to Arby's.
So I
I don't
must.
even think she actually works there. That's kind of a
Are you serious?
that's kind of old. Yeah, no, she thinks she's kind of because she had gotten surgery about 6 months ago. It was either hip surgery or knee surgery. Tyra blew that hip out.
Oh, that's right. She is like 10 years older than him, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
man.
man.
You gotta be careful with them older ladies. They can't bend and twist all like the young girls can. I shouldn't say that. I'm sorry.
Hey,
But
so
yeah, I think I don't think she works anymore. If so, she got moved away from the one that she was at just because of the harassment calls and
that would make
you know,
sense. That would make sense.
yeah.
I was gonna ask this whole thing when so Tyra try to make these same thing what Tommy does where people call in. Why can't he never have a sensible conversation? It seems like
Well,
he
that
tried to. I'm sorry.
that's part of kind of being I'm learning about it too. There's a narcissistic personality disorder, but Tyra really has this, where he really has to control the conversation. He wants to be your dominator. It's really strange.
Yes.
All the times I've talked to him, he will not let me answer a question, but what he does also is he'll throw a main question mixed with three other questions. And so it's like, and then you don't know when to talk.
Because he keeps talking about you talking over me like, hey, bro, do you not know how a conversation go? Like, at some point, I
Yeah.
gotta answer your damn questions, and that's all I like time. That's why I watch time because like when he do his call-ins, he at least try to let you finish, and then he'll stop when he's fucking talking so you can talk.
Yeah, that's a great sign of a great interviewer, somebody that can, like, as an audience member or listener going into the call, like, oh, this motherfucker hates Tommy. Oh, what's going to happen? And then you kind of see this change go on as the caller keeps talking or as Tommy talks, and then it kind of, the conversation starts to flow. And then it turns out, either everybody agrees at the end, or we don't agree at the end, but we're still moving on, and we're not fucking calling each other assholes and bitches and all that.
Yes, sir.
It's Tyra just has to, he just has to do this, that thing, where he has to talk.
Um,
He has to be the leader. I don't know what it is.
I can't find any of the videos anymore about Tyra and Butthole Bob. Butthole Bob got mad at me because I asked him, and this is a very legit question. Are you still going to Grinder app? Still looking for dudes to send you butthole pictures?
Right.
I don't see why was I bad. You asked Tyra. I mean, you asked Tommy to see his butthole. I assume that you are going to Grinder and other places looking for man's ass. Do Tyra and Butthole Bob still talk to each other?
You know what? I'm gonna say yes, but I but I don't have any.
Behind,
I don't have
behind
any
the scenes.
evidence, but I'm gonna say yes. There is a quote unquote backdoor probably scheme going on where they share pictures. I don't know. Bob's a freak, man. Bob's a freak.
Hey, then you had a
Bob is.
video stating that Bob had a hide aside, kept trying to tell his two friends to stop horsing around or some shit.
Oh yeah, no, that was a late night. Yeah, no, that was a late night. Bob kind of, when he got exposed, is kind of living with two guys. Yeah, he lives with a couple men
Oh no!
over, because we
Oh,
weren't sure where he lived, and then it only took like, it took about, for me, it took about 3 weeks of listening to Bob, and I found out exactly where he lives, where he goes and buys his Keystone lights,
how
and
the fuck you
everything. I
find out about
didn't,
this?
hey man, if all you have to do is listen to some people and they give everything up, and if you listen hard enough, you just know. And Bob will tell you because you know when you he mentioned certain things, and what I did was I googled Edinburgh, Texas, and there's not many little bars, and there's actually a couple queer bars down there. And what I did was I started mentioning some of the queer bars, like I'd like
Uh
to meet them there and shit like that in the chat. And he started hitting on it and just being like, "Nah, well, yeah, well, that one's kind of close to my house,"
oh no!
and he rides his bike down to the store to go get beer. So I knew the beer store had to be close to his home.
I saw
So
he
then
seemed
it
like a
all,
very big fella.
yeah,
He could ride a bike without that shit popping.
it all. I'm very observant. That's all. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say.
So this leads to my next question here: is Is it me or Tyver seems like the type of person that you know the whole thing? Your your enemy, I mean your enemies is my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it that he will go to every person that clearly you shouldn't even talk to that's doing some stupid ass shit? Then he'll go to every single person to be friends with them and they never last.
Well, I think the main reason because of that is because at one time there was a core group of people that were all together getting at, let's just for an example, they were all getting at Tommy. Okay. And True Freeman was part of this group. But as the group broke up and splintered, and True Freeman was still just trying to he was grasping on to any person that he could find that was, maybe making a video or talking crap or anything, and that he could latch on to.
Yes. um I think it was you that showed the video, the last conversation he had with a female and another man, and they told him you gotta be the leader. I did agree with Tyra, like, hey, no, you ain't gonna try to put me into no motherfucking leader, because the minute y'all do something stupid and try to point me to it, nah, fuck nah, dog. Y'all sound real stupid. Tyra had a point. You can't sit there trying to make him the fucking leader. So when y'all do something stupid, nah.
Right. That is true, but I mean, look, I mean, if it's the end of the world and we're looking for a leader and we need your help, Tyra. You can build stuff, dude. We need you, man. He's like, fuck y'all, motherfuckers. You know, so, no, but I think I think you're right. I mean, he didn't want to he didn't want to take the role as a leader, but he was the leader. It This is also his kind of backhanded way, 1+1=3.
Yes.
It is strange, man. It's hard.
I just
It's
caught
hard with him. It's hard with him because everything is opposite, and we're not taught to think that way. We're not taught to think, that what someone says is not actually what they mean. Like I try to take people for their word.
hmm
You can't do that with him. It's everything's opposite, and there's some backhanded way of, manipulation. you know,
I would love to
I'm not.
talk to him one day and ask him what made him choose the name True Freeman when there's hardly anything you say is true.
Well, a lot of it had to come from, being a sovereign citizen, you know,
Is he
or
really a
how
sovereign
he
citizen? Like, does he really got
he
the
is.
ID? Oh, for real?
Yes. Oh yeah, yeah. But and now if you say that to him, he'll cuss you out. It's actually a sovereign, because sovereign citizens aren't sovereign. You're just a sovereign. You're not a citizen. But yeah. Oh yes, yes. He used to make the IDs. He used to make up the sovereign citizen contracts and sell them online. And
Is that how that
you
goes?
know the well, there's a whole there's an act, I guess, within Indiana law, that it's still around, but it doesn't hold up anymore. Law has finally kind of caught up and just poked holes in a lot of their stuff that they were able to do at one time. You like drive without a license, drive without insurance, because they consider themselves that they're not drivers, because a driver is somebody who actually, you know, engages in interstate commerce
hmm
under law, you know.
I hear that a
And
lot. How some people try to drive around without a driver's license, and to drive, and don't you need a driver's license to get insurance for your car?
yeah, so these people don't have insurance either.
Oh no! Hey man,
like
look, I
like True
normally.
Freeman.
Uh huh. I'm sorry.
Hence True Freeman's hit and run video that he did not too long. I mean, that was only 2 weeks ago. Everyone kind of swept that under the rug, but
Hey, do
a
you have
lady
a
hit
link to that?
him. and he kept on going.
Oh no! And this is on camera.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Could you send me
I
a
got the
link?
video.
Oh shit! Can
Oh
you
yeah,
send?
yeah,
Thanks,
yeah.
man.
I'll send it to you incognito.
Bruh, bruh, that's crazy. So have anybody reported this man or anything
For what?
for the hit and run?
For the hit and run? I don't know. I don't know. You know what? It was. It was the lady's fault. Okay, he was going down a 35 two-way street, but he was probably traveling about 55 or 60. And he has a really old school Chevy Dually, a
Mhm.
1987
Hey,
Chevy Dually.
can you give me a second here? Hey, Muhammad, I just don't have a webcam right now, bro. And most of my money is trying to go for and it's going towards my child.
Dude, we had the Black Muhammad in my chat earlier, man. So no, don't worry
Oh,
about him.
okay, got you. Sorry. As again, I'm hardly
We
around. I'm always at work.
Nah, man, we got you, man. We got you.
Thanks. I'm sorry. So what you were saying, brother?
I'm gonna say he has a Chevy Dually, a big old 1987 Chevy Dually.
Huh?
So as he was traveling down this two-way street, a lady made an illegal U-turn right in front of him. All right, and
Yeah.
he had to swerve, and he had to do a little swerve move to get out of the way. And as he swerved, he clipped the back end of her car with the back end of the tail of the dually. You know,
Damn.
yeah, it was like bam. He's like fucking bitch. Oh, he was going off, dude. And then he pulled over, but then he just kept on driving. Because you can't do nothing.
hmm Shit. Sounds like he. Well, good thing he's good with his hands, so he don't need to go to a car mechanic to get that fixed. He could fix that himself. And
This is
what?
true.
And one thing about the car, him being a car mechanic, I seen in the video. I'm not sure that you covered or was somebody else that he wouldn't give that person their car back, even though he finished the job because that person made him wait for his money. What was the deal
that
about that?
I remember that. I remember that.
I was kind of disgusted because, like, dude, you don't know what that person had to do. And maybe as long as that dude paid you your money, you should give him back his car. Like, if he brought the police down to your house, you would have had no choice but to give up that car. You got your money, now give up what his owed to him. He kept the dude
I mean,
car and the girl. Yeah.
yeah, that was this winter. I mean, yeah, that was last winter. I mean, he did the same thing with his construction. He claimed he had three construction projects kind of going on at the same time, and he did the same thing with the construction project. He was yelling and screaming at the homeowner because they're using his tools and using his trailer and he's just live streaming all day. And the homeowner was like, fuck that, I'm going to bring in somebody that's going to work. And he got all pissed at the homeowner because the homeowner brought in some dudes to do some work, but they were using Tyra's tools.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I know. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. I shouldn't laugh either. It's just very. It's my natural reaction to.
Oh no, my girl in the background telling me I'm too
Oh,
damn
oh,
loud.
oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But yeah, dude.
Hey, if you could give me a second, I didn't bring no tissue to blow my damn nose. I'll be right back. Sorry, y'all.
No, no, man. It's all good. I'm roaming around my house trying to find a quiet area. Getting ready to get this dude set up for swim practice. You ready, dude? Hold on a second. Hold on.
Oh shit! I thought I had the mic on. My bad. Sorry about that. Hello.
I got you, man. I had to mute my mic also.
All right, cool. No, guys. I had to run back to get some tissue. I didn't bring none before. I had to blow my nose. Anyway, oh fuck. Yeah, Tyra has brung entertainment for years. I could admit that as well. The whole pizza thing, which I seen your live stream about that when I was at work. Is it true he really told a homeless person that you can't be eating all that? Save some for the others.
Yeah, yeah, man. I'm gonna tell you that is the truth, and I actually live streamed that whole event that night. And but the thing is, we thought, okay, so he bought all those pizzas, and we thought he would give out a whole pizza. No, he was giving out slices per homeless people. He would only give one slice to a homeless person.
Hey, I once in a while when I have a lot of cash and I could sit near a grill or whatnot, I will cook some food and go to a area in DC where I can cook some. I mean, where I know there's a bunch of homeless people, and just put a table out there so people could come and grab some food and make sure enough people get it before I give out seconds. That's just that's just silly to give out one slice and then go to another area to give out more slices. When you could be in one
Yeah, and
general area with a bunch of homeless people is sitting there.
right, and it was like he was homeless hunting. I mean, he was in the dually, and if he saw somebody he thought was homeless, he would pull up on them and jump out. And a lot of people were like, "No, dude, I'm cool." And then he would say, "Man, fuck you, then."
Oh,
you
well,
know.
okay. First of all, that
So
gotta be a scary experience because he looked like a
I know
crackhead.
it's late at night.
Oh
His
no,
dually is primered gray with peppermint doors on it. It's loud. It's obnoxious. It's a big, huge, old school truck. And this dude jumps. I mean, he got his gun on his hip at all times. So it's a weird situation for a homeless person. He's banging on people's tents and shit.
that's not how you do that, baby boy. And it's fucked up because did he get anybody confused that wasn't homeless but that may look poor?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he did because they had a duffel bag. That was his thing. They had a duffel bag, and he said, well, fuck you then. I see you with your duffel bag. He said something about their duffel bag. They're like, no, no, thank you. You hear him like, no, 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 thank you.
Bro,
He's
I
like,
could
well,
have,
then fuck you then. I see you with your duffel bag.
I,
Like it was their belongings, their home or something.
I mean, I
They're
could have
probably going to the
imagined,
gym or something.
I could have imagined this too. You just walking, la 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 la, about to go get something to eat, about to see my girl, shit, about to get some,
Hey,
a
yo, you want a
fucking right,
slice?
a slice of what? Dude, you look like a fucking crackhead. I ain't gonna take no food from you, nigga.
And then get cussed out when you refuse it.
Bro, if that ever happened to me, I'll be so embarrassed.
And that night was all his example of he makes enough money to not be on YouTube. And I think one or two people donated him like 110 or 120 bucks that night. So
That's
it was him. He was drunk as shit too. It was him trying to show us that he don't need YouTube for donations, and he'll just turn his donations into pizza for the homeless.
hey,
But
hold on,
what he
hold on.
had,
Hey, hold on. Did he have a gun on him while trying to give pizza to homeless people and non-homeless people?
no, Tyra never does not have a gun on him. He's always
Oh
has a gun,
no, no, that
always
look,
strapped at all times,
bro,
24/7.
like it's like some homeless people can be real vicious. So what if they try to take that fucking pizza from his crackhead
I
and
don't
he
know,
and,
dude.
and he looked. like he's 5'5", like my height, and he's skinny
Yeah,
too. He can
right.
be real threatened by, especially two homeless people trying to grab that pizza box. Oh my God, I am so glad nobody got killed that night.
No, I mean that there's been instances like that just kind of out front of his house when he's responding to the trolls in the chat, and he's out front waiting for people and mad dogging people. And as soon as he sees somebody and they make eye contact, it's on. He starts arguing with people, and like sometimes you just wonder, man, if he just gets the wrong dude at the wrong time, man.
That have not yet happened.
I
I'm highly
mean,
shocked about that.
there's been people that have argued with him. You can hear it. There's people that argue with him back and forth, but it just
Oh, so he's that type of bitch that wants you to cross that line.
right. You know what he has? Okay, Have you ever seen the video of him saving the pizza driver from getting his car stolen?
About it, I didn't see the actual video.
Okay, well, you know how people send pizzas to his house and Chinese food and all that shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so one time they sent the pizza man to his house. The pizza man gets up to the gate, and all of a sudden, in the corner, you see this little dude creeping around the corner. The dude jumps in the pizza man's car. And who comes to the rescue? True free man, 5'5", jumps a 6-foot fence and fucking pulls his gun out and tells the motherfucker to get out of the car. And then he comes back in the house. This is all on a live stream. He comes back in the house and berades everyone for fucking he was pissed. Did you see what just fucking happened? It was crazy, man. It was crazy. There's been crazy.
You know what? That is a good deed, and that was really good of him, because he could have just watched the whole thing. Hey, dog, somebody going in your motherfucking car. You should go check that. That was pretty good of him to do that.
Right. I mean that, and he's helped a dude. A dude got jumped in the alley, and it spilled over to Rural Street going through his yard, and he helped a dude, man. He drew down on like four people. they took this dude's shoes. They fucked this dude. Man, this motherfucker owed money to somebody. They fucked this dude up, and True Freeman rescued that dude.
But Tyler would have never had helped that person if he didn't think. Oh fuck! Come on, sorry. Tyler wouldn't really help that person out if that person didn't try to jump his fence or anything. Because I'm pretty.
Well, he broke his fence. He broke the fence. That was what pissed him off.
If that didn't happen,
and then he realized, oh shit, this motherfucker's getting jumped. He was gonna go fuck him up, and he turned out, no, this dude's getting jumped.
Oh, so if that didn't happen, he would have never got out his front porch. Oh shit! It was. Excuse me. Fuck! I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. Die Shining 76 said his neighbor had checked him.
Oh yes, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that's old. That's old school. Yes.
Oh, when this happened?
That's old. That's old school stuff, man. His neighbors checked him before. I don't know if that same neighbor lives there. They might. That's the Mexicans that live next door. The Mexicans don't fuck around.
Yeah.
The Mexicans checked him. I think it was over the dog thing. His first dog that got taken by the city.
Oh, you know what? I thought that was new. I didn't know that was old. That's crazy.
So, yeah, and the dog didn't get taken. The dog actually when the dog saw animal control pull up, the dog hopped the fence and jumped in the fucking truck.
I'm joking.
That's why if you pause that last video that Jim did of doing the drive-by, you see Lola hops up 8 feet in the air and makes eye contact with Jim. like, please. I mean,
Bro, you know how
poor Lola.
badly you have to mistreat your dogs for them to do that? Bro, I, mean,
Free Lola.
I, I had
Hashtag
a
free Lola in the chat.
dude, I had a neighbor that wouldn't get his dog fur cut, smack the shit out, Holly feed on that motherfucker was loyal as shit. What the fuck this nigga do
Oh.
to his dog?
Well, I mean, she's part of the puppy mill, man. I don't know how many litters she's had, but probably upwards of 12, 14.
Hold on, he
I'm
was
going to
beating
say.
the shit out of this dog.
Litter, yes, litter after litter. That's what he does, man. That's the side money. The puppies, the pallets,
Like that too.
you
That's
know.
foul, dog. That's foul as shit.
Well, dude, the pallet game picks up in the wintertime because the weather is nicer, so you can actually sell shit.
So aren't you supposed to, switch dogs when you're doing that type of work?
Right, yeah. I mean, eventually you should at least find a prize female, a female just as good, if not better than Lola, and then start mating with her. Poor, I mean, Lola's boobs, poor, they drag on the ground. She's a good looking dog. She's just been played out, man. He hoard her out, poor little girl.
That's sad. This should be highly illegal.
It is, man. We almost kind of did like a little free Lola campaign before before all this happened. I swear to God, man, we were gonna. There was a few things that happened before all this exposure. Like we were gonna send. We thought that Donna was trying to tell us that she wanted to get out. Like we thought that. We were like, if you're being held hostage, like do something so we know.
Are you
So
serious?
we're gonna send. Yeah, so yeah, like we're gonna send her like a bus ticket down to Houston, down to Chucky, down where Chucky lives. He had some work for her down there at that time. At that time, okay.
Hey,
But
I'm sorry, I'm gonna let you finish.
now it's changed. Yeah, I mean now it's different. I mean, and then it was, yeah, when we were kind of thinking what's going to happen to Lola now with the eviction and all that. That's kind of where it's like, whoa, damn.
So, is
I mean,
any
fuck.
gentleman here going to, help Donna out since her man can provide to like let her live there, pay a little bit of rent. She don't have a good job. She work a hobby. So, are y'all going to help little Donna out?
And she may even be getting, she may even be collecting Social Security at this point, or some disability from the surgery and the injury. I mean, she probably got hurt during sexual intercourse, but then went to work the next day and was just like, oh fuck my hip, and then you claim workers' compensation. That's how you do it.
Oh shit! Oh,
Don't
shit.
ask me how I know.
Oh, oh shit. Oh, to get off of Tyra right quick, no pun intended. This dude King Rob is something that done the same thing as Tyra with the whole I'm going to do this or that to your mother and daughter. What's going on with that?
Man, I really don't know. Just the only thing that I know about that is I know that King Rob, uh, kind of apologized. Tommy and him talked, and they said their piece. They may even they may even be setting up a show in the future. From what I know, from what I was listening to. That's the thing True Freeman can't do. He can't come to the table and have a mature man to man conversation.
Bro, Tommy's a better
You
human
know,
being than me because after you say you gonna make my daughter meet her brains, I don't think that's something I myself can
right?
let go.
And
Um
that, well, I mean, hey, man, that's, I mean, you know, yeah, on that, I'm just gonna say, well, I saw what happened the night it happened. I mean, and he did call the police on him and report him and all that. But then, as you know, man, in YouTube, it's just very vicious, man. The shit that people say, the shit that people do, it's so vicious. And in some ways, it seems like they do it to get a name. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And and you can see people love drama in that way. It's real weird. I mean, people aren't watching TV anymore, man. They're watching YouTube.
hey, hey, bro,
Really weird.
I lied to you not. So me and my girl, nah, the show ain't over. Me and my girl, we had Comcast, and we were still within our 30 days. So I was like, hey, instead of keeping Comcast, I mean a cable, can we just have internet? At first she's like, no, no, because I'm watching it. Do you know after 2 weeks, she's like, hey, you could just give this up because you've been watching Time Sotomayor when you come home from work. You do your YouTube thing, and I'm on YouTube watching makeup tutorials and whatnot. We barely watching cables, so just get rid of the shit. You
Right?
right?
Yeah. I mean, just get a Fire Stick and just pay for the internet.
Oh, oh,
That's what we do.
so Zone, Mr. Zone. I don't know what's up with him. Every time him and Tommy gets together, they argue and then, hey, let's just agree to stop fucking each other. I start talking about you, you start talking to me. And then 2 or 3 days later, this man go right back to with Tommy's dick in his mouth. What's up with that?
I don't know, man. See, that's a lot of that is before my time, man. I was in the weed. I was in the weed tube community, before I ventured over here in the Tyra zone, I guess, like. But I think with Zone and Tommy, it's something that goes back further.
Hmm.
He just seems so upset, like I don't know. I don't know what it is, because I thought the last time that they were gonna squash the beef, I could have. It sounded to me like it was, okay, let's shake hands and let's move on. But yeah, you're right, man. Zone kind of went right back at him for some weird reason. It's very strange. And
Um,
now Zone is doing the. I don't know, man.
quick, quick question. Do you know how to get all salt still laughs? Because he said he could give a
His
breakdown.
what?
All salt still laughs. He said he could give a breakdown. Are you able to add them in?
I think so. Yeah, I think so, dude. I don't know, man. Yeah, hold on. All Salt hit me up the other night, I
Okay.
think. So
Also, do you have Sungrown's email?
I don't know if the host is the one that has to bring him in, or if I
Oh,
can do it.
oh
You know what
shit.
I mean?
If I have to do it, then just send me his email. 'Cause I don't trust doing that
Yeah,
shit in the chat.
right.
And while we wait for that, everybody, I should be able to get a chance to talk to Notorious B Wednesday after my doctor's appointment to see my little girl.
Oh, nice. So you're on the East Coast, huh?
Yes, sir. Washington D.C.
All right, on man. Well, so I
Uh,
grew up in Wilmington, Delaware. I'm not too far from there. I used to go to DC every now and then.
this was
I
man.
used,
Hey, I
I used to go
spend
to
all.
Baltimore a lot.
I still have yet to go to Baltimore. Like I told Nat, and I'll tell you, if any of y'all ever come to DC, let's hang out.
Yeah, love to, man.
Was you able to get the? Oh,
Hold on a second. Okay, so let me. Yeah, dude, I have to open this up on my computer, I guess.
I ought to cut this fucking phone off. Sorry, y'all. I'm really interested to get all salt on here. My bad. Hey, also, do you mind putting your email address or anything so I can add you to here?
Yeah, because I'm. Hold on a second.
Lady Law, no, no, no. You good on that? You is 100% good on that.
Yeah, it's gonna take me a minute. Hold on a second.
Got it. Okay, there we go.
That's cool, man. And you got a lot of people in here. And I missed a call. Look at All Salt called me.
Oh shit. Okay,
So
cool.
hold on. Let me see if I can. I don't even know. Hold on. How I would do this.
Do group conversation? Would that be it?
I'm trying to find his email address so I can. Oh
Oh,
shit! So I can give it to you.
I got it. I just have to. Man, this sucks doing this shit on the fly.
It's all good, man. It's all good. I kind of thought I would have to check out here in a little bit, but actually, it's all good right now. I got time.
Okay, I sent the invite.
Okay, I see
O-
it now.
Okay, also, I got you, man.
Oh, I
Hello.
hear him. All
Hey,
right.
brother. Let me
Yeah,
see.
what's
Can I
going
get?
on, Ralph?
Hey, nothing. I wanted to know about this whole thing with Tommy Sotomayor and Zone.
All right. Well, for everybody that don't know in the chat room, this is all talk. The thing, all right, I'll try to do like the best breakdown I can when it comes between, Tommy and Zone. The thing is, I mean, if you go back to the video Tommy did about all the emails Zone sent him, sending him beats, telling him how his day was going, asking him how he's been. He even messaged this dude the day his child was born. The thing is, Zone says it has to do with money and everything, but it's like, okay, if you got the password to get into a channel, nobody's stopping you from putting your PayPal information in there. You
Yes.
guys understand?
Yes.
All right, yeah, nobody's stopping him from doing it. He's his own man. He had the password to go in. He could have did it at any time. So that lie was debunked right away. It's like nobody was stopping you from doing it. You just didn't do it. And boy, he just wasn't. He wasn't thinking. He wasn't smart enough to do it. But that's not the reason why he was going at him. The reason he wasn't going at. The reason he started going at Tommy was because basically Tommy just didn't give a fuck about him. Tommy didn't want to be his friend. Tommy didn't give a fuck when his kid was born. Tommy wasn't answering. Like this emails was like from years ago. He like opened them live on air. It's like, okay, this man clearly didn't give a fuck about you, and you were so mad about it. It's just like how you have certain kids in school. They want someone to be their friend so bad, and then when the person doesn't want to be their friend, they spend the rest of that school year fucking with them. It's like this is what Zone is doing. He's not like at this point. Look at all the videos he's making of them. It's like at this point, he's only in it just to piss Tommy off. And he's trying to piss him off because Tommy didn't want to be his friend and he can't get over it. What it is he wanted to be his friend, and Zone is a beta male. And he I guess in his mind, he realizes like Tommy's an alpha and he's intimidated by him, but he knows he needs to be around him. And it's like, bro, it's not working out for you. Look at your fucking numbers. You're too boring. When Candy Cartel goes onto his show, she runs that shit. She has a deeper voice than he does. And at one point, like the last time me and Chucky had called into Zone show, Candy called in and he had to mute her because she was talking over him. And it's like, wow, she came in and instantly ran your show. It's like, you're a little beta male bitch, bro. Get over it. He didn't want to be your friend. He's
Hey, bro, you breaking up. You breaking up. I cannot hear a word you saying right now. You is breaking up.
Yeah, it's just buffering just a little bit.
The
He might
buffer
be going
might.
through a bad area.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, you good.
Or you know what? Wait, hold on. Yeah, give me a call back in 5 minutes. I gotta fix something on my phone. Hold on.
Okay, cool. Got you.
Okay.
Yeah, that is crazy. Like I've never known a grown man to act like that towards another grown man. I know I've seen some beta males act like that when a bitch ain't trying to get with him. Shit. But
Well,
never.
yeah, it is. It is a little strange too, and also the way that he kind of, he really puts his family out there to kind of show like, oh, I have a
Because
family, and look at me spending time with my family, and like he's trying to like do this like backhanded type shit, you know.
Hold on, how do I?
realizes like Tommy's an actor and
I
he's
can still hear
intimidated by
his
him, but he
background.
knows
Give me a
he
second.
can be around him. He's like,
How do
bro,
I?
Hold on a
Remo-
second, I get some feedback.
you're too boring. When Candy Cartel goes onto his show, she runs that shit. She has a
Getting a
what he
playback.
does.
yeah, how do I remove him?
He's got
And
to mute. He's got to mute YouTube.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, y'all. I
Oh, we're
am.
good.
he was talking over him. It's like, wow, she came in and instantly ran your show.
Can somebody please let me know how do I remove a person?
No, there you go. You're good. What you do is you click on that person's picture, and then you have the option. You can mute their mic, but he ducked out.
Okay,
I
thank
think.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could come back when that. He could come back anytime. Oh my God,
Yeah,
Zone
man.
is
Because
bored.
I would still be looking for the email to send you. So I'm glad you guys took care of that. You see how computer literate I am.
Yeah, so, who's another person? So is Chucky Cocktail and Tommy cool again, or what's going on with that?
I don't know, man. Tell you the truth, I don't know.
That shit was wild.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I'm pretty sure they are. I'm pretty sure they are.
Cool. And this whole thing with Candy, that whole thing went really ugly real fast. I remember I was at the bus stop watching that whole video on Notorious B when she was sitting there, kept asking Tommy all these questions, and then when Vic kept getting on Tommy's nerves, he just ducked out. And when Tommy was trying to stay, hey man, this is real childish. She kept saying that Tommy was like, oh, you see, Vic, he's talking about you. He's talking about you. Fuck is you talking about? And
Ah,
now
she's the devil, man. She's a major shit stirrer, dude.
if you pick on her, what
She
she
must
like?
drive her man crazy.
Yeah, she does. What she like? 50 years old, showing her old ass titty.
I see you, Jackal. In the chat. That's what they're saying.
So Kanye is like 45
But
years
we
old.
know about Jackal. You're in trouble now, Jackal. You said the name. You're in trouble.
Hold on, does she really
You
go
should.
around like, looking for people that talks about her to flag their shit?
You'll see.
Oh
You'll
fuck.
see the videos tomorrow, my friend.
Matter of fact, she should remember me because I was the same guy that said I called down
Right.
to her job to get my wife out of that, to get my girl out of there. I think that was the time that Lady La and her was talking about how it was wrong for people to no, it was either her or Lady La and somebody else that was talking about how it was wrong to call Tyra's wife job to harass her. I only called to get my girl out of this shit. I've been trying to get some here for a long time, but I know Tyra is a fucking hater with that damn Glock. But she might know me under
Damn.
suffering, not Excuse me.
Well, man, you keep doing these shows and kind of keep, maybe having, little interviews like this. I'm sure, you'll have her on, and you have to get everyone's point of view. You know what I mean?
You know the reason it took this long to finally talk to you because I've been trying to get you, Notorious B, and
Yeah, I
some
remember. I remember when we were supposed to do this a while back.
yeah, but Notorious B says he like to do stuff in the morning, and I like get myself together in the morning to go to work. But he
Right.
said Wednesday is good for him. So if you free Wednesday as well, hey, that'd be wonderful.
Yeah, I'm back to work Wednesday, but like the nighttime's good for me. Like like around this time it is actually good
Okay,
on
cool.
a daily basis. Yeah, yeah.
And before you go, there's one more person I would like to talk about and to put a rest in peace on his name, Mr. KT KTU keeping things uncomplicated. I feel real bad for your dude because him and a lot of people keep saying that Tommy need to do this, Tommy need to do that. Won't you be the person to come out and do what you think I do? And but when he did try to do what he claimed Tommy to do, he never got he never got his shit together. Uh, Also, you should be able to add yourself back in. I didn't kick you off the thing, did I? Oh fuck, I suck.
Yeah, man, I kind of lost interest in that when I heard him talking about that KTU dude. When I heard his the baby mama saying that they had a baby born with a disability. I mean, this guy's active duty military. He was like ducking and diving, trying to get around paying for the baby or paying for this, and all along you get free health care through the military. When your children has a disability like that, and the baby mama had to go to him and do all this shit to try to like he wouldn't even make the steps to try to help out a baby that was being born from his seed while he's active duty military, man. It's the weirdest thing, man. After I heard that shit, I was like, man, fuck, I can't listen to this shit.
I fully agree with you, but when I seen Tommy Sotomayor talk about, had your man baby mother and his girlfriend on it, that shit was fucking hilarious. Because I myself would be embarrassed if I wasn't the one that talked to Tommy Sotomayor and my girl had to.
Yeah, I don't think he knew what he's kind of getting into. He was lucky though; those ladies weren't on live stream twerking on Tommy's on on Tommy's lap as
That,
they were doing the
that's
live
funny.
stream.
Be a grown man and
It's
twerk for me,
vicious.
Tom.
It gets vicious like that. I mean, he could. I mean, that literally could have happened.
Oh my god. Quick question. Do you know
So
how to
you got to be careful.
you know how to add him back in?
I don't know, man. I don't know how he got in the first place. He must have hit you up, or he must have. Did he come through from me?
No, I put his email in, and now I can't because it doesn't send it again. Also,
Hmm.
what's your email again? But you know what? Unlike Zone, I am glad that he
Oh,
was able to make that one last video, and after that was gone. He didn't continue on talking shit about Tommy Sotomayor. That he learned his place. That hey, you was excuse me, you got famous for all the wrong reasons. Like Tommy was
right.
the fucking Undertaker.
And a lot of these guys see YouTube as kind of this. I don't know if they're thinking it's going to be a career or some kind of way to make money or whatnot. So they kind of go after big names, and they know that if they do that, it'll bring people to their page, and it's a whole you know turns into a whole shitstorm when you fuck with the wrong people.
Like because he's already is snappy anyone. Who is this snappy anyone? What do you mean by that? Oh, do you remember did you watch this show with the mother that twerking at her son's graduation?
Yes.
So do you think
You
that he
talking to
was
me?
yeah, yeah,
Are
yeah.
you
Yeah,
talking to me?
I'm talking to you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course I've seen that. Yeah.
What was your thoughts about that and also I'm still trying to add you back in, not sure what's
You
going
know
on.
what? You know what I never heard anyone talk about is that when the did you see in the video there was like either security or like local police department?
The
As soon
police.
as when they got close to her, that's when the twerking triggered. Like she started twerking on the cop to move him away. Like she used that as a defense mechanism. She's like, boom, 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 boom. And he was like, whoa, 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 because he was trying to move her. as soon as she started twerking, the police were on her. But then she started twerking on them like it was a weapon.
I guess for her it would have been smart to do that because you could probably file harassment charges on the security guard.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
because she said, "Hey, hey," as soon as he got close, she said, "Hey," don't touch me, but
but
she was twerking the whole time.
every point that Tommy made, he had a point with her that you took the spotlight away from your son when you did that shit. Give me a second.
Yes. Yes.
Give me a second, y'all. Yo, can you hear me? Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, you got me?
Yeah, I got you. I got you. Sorry about that.
Oh,
Yeah, she seemed not to understood that what you did took it away from your son. What the fuck?
I don't
My
I'm sure
nigga,
she was happy though.
yeah, yeah, we all understood that she was happy with what you do. But you know what? I'm gonna have you do this. You started to piss me off now. What happened? But it was just really unnecessary for it to have it. And then when you're trying to display or talk to another person about it, you're cussing them out, and then you got your son trying to defend himself, and he sounded all gay outdoors and shit. By the way, you get the email, bro, that I just sent you?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
I'm trying to send the invite link, and it just ain't working here.
All right,
Um,
I'll send this to all salt right now. All right, I can do that pretty fast. Okay, I sent him the email.
I also check your email, bro. But yeah, that shit just got straight embarrassing. Hey, is that the real True Freeman?
No,
Okay. I'm like, oh shit.
that is no, that's a no, but that is a that he's cool. Don't
Oh,
worry, he's cool.
it was 100 OG.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
yeah, man. You kind of keep this up on a regular basis. Kind of doing these little live streams. Mixed in with what you do. Man.
I do
I
video.
should see
I do video
see
game
no
and video
reason
game
why,
blogging.
man. You won't. Yeah, I see no reason why you won't have 100 people in here at every time you do live streaming, man. And then you get your you get your PayPal link and your Cash App link already, and start dropping that shit, dude.
I
I
can't.
mean, come on, man.
I myself can't be one. I don't want to be one of those people, man. Because I be seeing like these YouTube and Twitch stuff all on YouTube. Yeah, I
Right.
really should. Thanks, bro. I really should keep it separate. But
Yeah, I
I
mean,
be
yeah, I mean, cause yeah, you'll get like trolls coming into the video gaming shit and all that. Maybe or maybe not. I mean, you gotta maybe you'll turn some people on also.
hmm oh
You
fuck
know.
yes. Oh, by the way, why do Tyra still have his fan base after saying all these horrible, horrific things about a little girl?
You know what, man? I think if you look at the chat, like he'll have 140 people in there, and there'll only be 8 people chatting.
Oh,
And those people are
he
are
got half the
just
he got
yeah,
half
like
the
it
YouTube
just
blocked. So
everyone's blocked. Everyone's blocked. So I don't know if it's just those hardcore zealots that just have this hatred for, other YouTubers that are staying with them, or we saw that his wife was a moderator. We kind of exposed that.
Oh,
That
sis.
happened all last week
Hold on. What?
or
Under what name?
2 weeks ago. Well, you remember the day this happened? Wow, man, I'm gonna say about a week ago. Anyway, there was a troll in the chat, and they came in and they mentioned uh, the grandbabies by name.
Oh,
You remember that?
nah. I didn't see that.
Okay, so once that happened, it set off like uh, she went crazy and she started talking, which she never does. And she saw it kind of in the chat first, and that's when it all transpired, and like everyone was like, "Whoa, shit, she's watching the chat."
What was she talking? Reckless or?
Oh, well, those are hit. Well, of course, those are her. Those are her grandchildren, not his. They're hers. They're not from him.
That's very.
There's nothing. He doesn't have any children with her at all. Those are from somebody different.
That is
So
very
yeah,
right.
she got livid, and then so did he. And then shit went crazy, and that's when he went outside. This is the other night. He threatened. Yeah, there was a neighbor. There was just somebody across the street. Unfortunately, man, this is it. Always happens. A troll can get him at the perfect time, and then somebody calls in on Skype. I think it was 80s baby,
Hmm.
and 80s baby was on Skype with him, and at that very moment, somebody across the street just happened to start up their car and leave, and he was dead sure that was the person that threatened the grandbabies.
Why do he
And
always think that somebody from YouTube is right around the corner?
right there, that's what's scary, dude. That's why like the cops had to be called a couple times, man, because he would literally go out front with the AR-15 on him, just looking and just waiting. And it's like, holy shit. Somebody call the cops, please. It's like, damn. That's the white dude coming out. Someone, please call the cops. He's a madman.
I
you know.
but you know what? On some real shit, 110 toes down. All the shit that your man have put his woman through. Why on earth do she still stay with him? You had the police. You had the people for the mental evaluation. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Please don't make fun of me. Why else do she stay with this man? Is it that she
Man, I
can't
don't know.
find another
I
fool
don't
to
know.
be with her?
I don't know. They've been together so long, maybe. I don't know. Well over 20 years they've been together. I mean, she scooped him up when he was practically homeless, living in a car, and she was like an OG. She was the OG. She was the one. She pushed major weight. Like she was the moneymaker, and she kind of found him just kind of doing his little side hustle. But remember of the age gap, so he
Hmm.
was 17, 18, and she was already 8.
Yes.
Balling,
My that
balling.
there we go.
Yeah, hello?
Yes,
Hey, man.
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
we can hear you just
Yeah.
fine now.
Yeah, my bad. These California mountains, man, it happens all the time.
Said it's still daylight where you at. Fuck, I want to be down there.
Yeah. Yeah, so what were you guys saying?
Oh, I wanted to know about the whole zone and Tommy thing.
Just to sum it up, Zone wanted Tommy to be his friend. Tommy didn't want to be his friend. Zone got his feelings hurt, and now he can't seem to get out of his feelings. His logic is, I'm going to keep talking about this man. There ain't shit I could do to him except piss him off, so I'll just make videos to piss him off. And even people in his chat have told him, only reason we come here is because become about pissing off the guy who broke your heart and having people listen to you bitch about it. That's to sum it up. Shit, he's it's jealousy, it's heartbreak, it's a real love story.
That's sad, bruh. So is he joining
Yeah, that's
anybody just like Tyra does?
reality. That's his reality, bro.
Mm. So does Zone join any groups of people like Zone does? I mean, Tyra does.
Does, does he what?
Does Zone join any groups of people like Tyra does that hates
Oh
Tommy?
hell yeah! Like that. Like take that night with when Tommy called in a Trumpster Bob, for instance, and I even called Zone out on it. The night that shit happened with Trumpster Bob, Zone was in the chat room. He was like, this is you getting back all the hate you put out there. And so I click on the name, and it was Zone. But he says that he don't follow Tommy around and shit like that. He says he don't think about him. He says he don't talk about him. So like the last time I called into his show, I told him, I was like, bro, I seen you in the fucking video, and Tommy even pointed you out, and he was like, he even asked you to leave him alone then. And so it's like, yeah, he'll follow anybody. Him, Covert, Seven Deadly Sins, Tyra, 47, Ronin the Weirdo. All those weirdos are all part of the We Hate Tommy gang. That's what they do. That's the basis of their YouTube careers. Nobody else is gonna listen to them otherwise. Covert has a robotic voice. Zone is boring as fuck. Only reason people listen to Tyra and he gets the numbers is because people are really intrigued by how insane one person can be over another. Like how obsessed. That's crazy.
That's
sad.
sad.
And it's become interactive too. You know, like somebody
Exactly.
can say something in the chat and it just creates dialogue with them.
Exactly. It's like imagine if you're watching the first Saw movie. At the end of the movie, if you were able to talk to the dude like, "Hey, don't slam the door too hard," and he's like, "Okay, game over," and then slams the door like it's a lot like that. It's like watching a fucking Saw movie. It's like you're intrigued by how insane one person can be. You're like, "Fuck, I can't wait for a part 2." Except with Tyra, every day is a part 2.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
and you know what? I'll say something about Zone just to touch on what you were saying is that I remember this one time too. Tyra was trying to talk to Tommy, and Tyra he just could not figure out how to call in or how
Nope.
to manage to call, and he was getting so upset. And Zone knew what was going on.
Yep.
Zone was there, and he was laughing his ass off just watching the fucking. Like he could have just kind of helped out just a little bit to make it smooth, to go
Yep.
smoother, but he wouldn't. He wouldn't, because he
Yep.
knew Tommy was getting pissed. I don't know if everybody's remember that one.
I kind of remember that, but it was like, yeah, I think Tommy even called it out. He was like, "You were sitting there laughing the whole time. You knew what you were doing."
Yeah, fuck yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's like there is no real mission for them other than to piss off a guy who they wish they could be like. They wish they could be like him. It's like how there's people out there who hate Brad Pitt as an actor. If they can get inside his Twitter and all this shit and talk all this shit to him, it's like they're gonna do it. It's like it's just jealousy at this point. That's all. At Covert, okay. There's a video up right now, I think on the Gods channel, where it says Tommy Sotomayor crushes Covert Radio. And at one point, it wasn't even Tommy who called this out. It was somebody else who was on the line. They're like, you won't even show your face. That right there proves that you have a hidden agenda. And Covert was dead ass silent. And Tommy was like, you know what? That's right. You're only in this for the views. You're only in this because you want attention. You have no real mission. And at one point, which is funny because like Covert, he's one of the main people who says Tommy, the Fatherless America DVD was a scam. Covert, there's a video still up right now. Covert saying, him and Covert are talking about it. Tommy and Covert are talking about it. Covert's like, yeah, Tommy, I really hope that movie makes an impact. It's like, okay, that alone right there, you saying that proves that you're a fan and you're jealous because he gets bigger numbers than you. So you figure I'll be the guy who goes against you and I'll get the numbers. But it's like, bro, you're boring as shit. That's all you have. It's like you come on YouTube making video after video giving your opinion on another person's opinion. Like, really? That's weird.
Yeah, man.
I
was really weirded out about Covert's last video too, man, because he mentioned it's at the 40-minute mark because people told me about it. I went and looked, and he says that I contacted him offline on email and told him like I confessed my love for 90210 and that how me and my friends in high school used to watch 90210. And I'm thinking like, this is such a weird lie, like a weird out of the box, like
That is
Yeah,
Why would you
like what the
say
fuck is
this?
he
It's
supposed
like
to mean?
exactly.
it doesn't make any sense in today's like with what's going on. Like he tried to like do some kind of diss, but it's not. It doesn't seem right. Like I don't think, and that's why I think he hasn't made a video since that last one because there's like I don't know. It's just not. I don't think he's relevant anymore.
That's just simply Covert's MO. Yeah, that's
Right.
Covert's MO. He makes a video what, one to every 2 months, and it's funny because there's I don't know if you guys heard of the dude. He's part of the quote unquote roast sector of YouTube. His name is Beasley. He has a video up right now crushing Covert, and he exposed him because I don't know however many people who've been listening to this as long as I have. Years ago, Covert he had up on his Patreon donate 3,000. He wanted $3,000 a month. Now he wants two. And it's like, bro, you're in this for the money. You're in this for the attention. You try to make these, I don't know, he tries to make these weird analogies, these weird examples. Like when he compared Tyra to one of the Rockettes, it's like, okay, how
Rocket.
much time throughout the day did you spend looking up something that you could compare Tyra to? Because it wasn't off the cuff. Because if it was off the cuff, it would have been a lot better, and you would be having more numbers because you would be a lot more clever. It's like, at this point, it's just weird. It's real stalkerish, obsessive behavior with all these dudes.
Yeah, it's very strange.
It's
Very strange.
what happened
Yeah.
to what happened to him supposed to be able to help what's that damn girl name that they keep saying that Tommy got fired but she got herself fired?
Oh, Shaquita Wingard. Yeah, Covert tried to make himself. He tried to put himself on the forefront of that. She was online. She was making video about Tommy, talking shit about him, and accidentally put one of her customers for her company or whatever company she was working for. She accidentally put their information out, and Tommy, or either Tommy or most likely, you know what? I'm like 100% sure it wasn't even Tommy. It was most likely one of the trolls because that's what the trolls online do. They get your personal information, they send it to your job, they send it to all that shit. It's like look what Monty Woodgrain did to Kevin Smith. He got him fired from his job and he worked there for 7 years. It's like, and they try to blame Tommy for like, oh, you got this woman fired. It's like, and Tommy even said it. No, she got herself fired. I didn't put out that customer's information. She did, and she did it online. And
He
people
even
trolled him and called their phone.
he even muted the part on the live stream end so people wouldn't be trolling him.
Right.
So did he ever help her out or anything come of that?
No. You mean Covert?
Yeah, covert.
No, nothing ever came from it, but he tried to make it seem like it was a big deal because they're like you guys really got to bone up on your YouTube history. All these videos are still out there. There's a video of Vic Damone going at Covert saying like, yo, when Tyra attacked me, why the hell didn't y'all give a fuck? Y'all didn't care what was happening to me as long as he was getting at Tommy. And Vic Damone said, yeah, you remember the whole thing with Shaquita Wingard? You fucked that up, Covert. And Covert made, of course, he has to make one of his little I don't know, weird little, I don't know if you would call them threats or just trying to make it seem like something's bigger than it really is. He said, well, here's the thing, Vic, Tommy is fighting for his life. It's like, how is he fighting for his life? This woman put that person's information out there. It's like nothing's happening. It's just like recently when he made that statement and Seven even called him out on it. Okay, Covert, if you have a bomb that you can drop that will just end Tommy or end Tyra, why don't you do it? Okay, the way I see it is if somebody's being mugged and Superman is flying right by and he sees that shit and he sees it happening,
He's gonna
since
stop it.
supposedly Tommy's such a bad guy, yeah, and you let the shit happen, you're just as guilty as anyone else who let the shit happen. You're just as guilty as the perpetrator. So it's like, if you can drop a bomb, why not do it? You're either lying or you really don't give a shit what he's doing and you just want attention.
Yep. That's a perfect analogy.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's really weird at this point.
I remember that Covert did try to get the donations from these black women because instead of having her put the link to her PayPal or anything, they're like, donate me the money and I will give her all that money that y'all donated. Like, hold on, that don't even make sense, bro. Why would they donate it
Exactly.
to you? The fuck?
Yeah, he's trying to like, it's like, okay, if that ain't a scam, I don't know what is, bro. I don't know. It's just Covert's a really weird dude. I don't know. And the funny thing is, like on one of his last videos, he said something, like I think it was one where he was playing the ether beat. He was like, I run this shit. It's like you run this shit, but you have to use someone else's tactic with the ether beat. And then he went on. It's like okay, if you run this shit, okay, let's say like right now on Tommy's main channel, he has 40,000 subscribers. Even if you take away half of that, that's 20,000 people. Say Soto Nation is just 20,000 people. That's a
Mm-hmm.
small fucking town. Covert, you spent 3 years trying to find the information on 2 members out of 20,000 people. What was the name? Carrie and Chassis. It's like okay, you spent all that time looking for 2 people, and here he is still getting donations. So it's like you wasted 3 years of your life looking up information on 2 people, and what? They're still in the chat rooms. They just don't really chat. It's like what are you doing? I don't know. It's crazy.
Bruh. That shit is ridiculous. Uh, So he said he comes around only like 2 times a month, so he's pretty much irrelevant at this point, right?
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, you could go to his channel right now. Look at his videos. Look at his videos. They're like 1 to 2 months apart. I think like the last 4 or 5 of them are like 1 to 2 months apart. He really is irrelevant. He pops up every now and then. The main place you can hear him speak now is he pops up more on Seven's Hangout than he does on his own channel. And he won't go live because if he goes live, one out of 2 things is going to happen. One, it's either going to be filled with trolls, or 2, he's only going to have 2 or 3 people in the chat room because nobody really gives a fuck about Covert Radio unless he's talking about Tommy Sotomayor. That's the only reason anybody would consider him to be important at all, is because, oh, you're saying bad things about Tommy. Well, I don't like Tommy, so I guess I could listen to you for a while until True Freeman goes live. And it's like, damn, really? That sucks.
Wow, yeah, I see it now. It's like he only make a video twice every 2 months. Just
Yeah,
wow,
something like that.
Right.
Because it's like,
Yeah.
because he don't get numbers.
that's sad.
Yeah,
That's
you see what I'm saying? It's
yes.
like, and nobody's signing. And he even has a website, but it says it was supposed to be revamped or something by like February 2019. Bro, it's June. It's like, okay, where's the website, Covert? You're fucking shitty, bro. Like you're not, like, if you're not even gonna, like, okay, if you want to take something, like, nobody's gonna take you serious. Nobody's gonna take you serious at all. I don't know. It's just plain crazy. It really is.
Oh, by the way, can we talk about this whole gay love that you just said his name, the UK fella, the Twerfman Tommy.
Oh, bro. Okay. Let me tell you guys something, and I really want your honest opinions on this. This is why I believe Seven Deadly Sins truly is a homosexual. Are you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. He was in prison and everything. I think he said this. I think Chucky had played this. He was in prison. What happened?
Sorry. My bad.
Yeah. He was in prison. He says he was the bully of the bullies in prison. Okay, the bullies in prison, they usually rape people. They bully you into giving up the ass. So what the hell was he doing? That's one. And then
Oh,
2,
oh my.
in one of Seven Deadly Sins videos, the main video where he was, I'm pretty sure you guys can all remember it because I was laughing my ass off for like 10 minutes straight. When he was going at Tyra, when him and Tyra first fell out, he made that video calling him a carrot and all that shit. At
Uh-huh.
a certain point, during the video, it's somewhere, I can't pinpoint exactly, but somewhere between the 30-minute and the 55-minute mark, somewhere between there, he says, I wish I could fly to Indiana, fuck you up, and then fuck Donna on the live stream to prove to your fans that I'm not gay. What kind of straight man needs to prove to anybody that he ain't gay? Like, why the hell would you say that? And you gonna fuck Donna? Really?
He could have just ended with the part where I just fuck your wife.
Yeah, exactly. I kid you not. I'm not paraphrasing or anything. Those are his exact words. I want to fuck Donna on a live stream to prove to your fans that I'm not gay. Like what?
I made the whole part where he said, Tommy, the only way that I would excuse what you did, if you was to get on stage, put a wig on, and twerk for me. Be a grown man and
Oh man,
twerk for me.
I don't even know how I didn't. I don't even know how I forgot that. Yeah, there's that. It's
I
like
heard it
that's
this
that's
morning.
the only way you'll leave him alone. Because I swear he has like some sort of homosexual fantasies about Tommy, and the only way he could satisfy him is to get Tommy to put on a blonde wig and twerk for him. Because it's like I guess he doesn't have a vivid imagination or something like that. He needs to see it in action.
And the dress. And the
Yeah,
dress, you twerk for me. You
that
show me your
shit was
nipple.
And,
that shit was crazy.
oh my God, what else did he say this morning?
It
Yeah,
was there was one thing I wanted to address. All the people that's going at Tommy saying, Tommy, you're wrong for this. Tommy, you're wrong for that. What's happening to Tyra Jamel Moore right now is exactly what he was trying to make happen to Tommy. But
Yep.
since they all don't like Tommy, it's like that old that old saying from that book, Niccolo Machiavelli, The Prince.
Mhm.
Hatred is gained as much through good works as through evil. Meaning, no matter what you do, people are gonna hate you. They hate Tommy so much. They want to try to make him feel bad that Tyra's getting kicked out of his house. And the thing is, it ain't even Tommy who did it. It was
Nope.
people who I guarantee you, the people who did it aren't even people that fuck with Tommy. They just don't like Tyra. Tyra, he can't get that through his head. It's like, okay, maybe everybody who's coming at you, it's not that they love Tommy so much and they're doing it for him. Maybe they just don't like you. That nigga called me a bitch about 3 times, and I done sent so many goddamn pizzas and Chinese food orders to his house after that. Fuck him. Like, no, you ain't gonna say that shit to me and something ain't gonna happen. It's like, yeah, I would watch Tommy, but around that time I wasn't a fan of the dude, but I'll watch him because he makes sense. So I'm like, oh, I'm a bitch, and you call me that a couple times. Oh, and my mom got nuts on her chin. Okay, I'm about to send about $50 worth of pizza to your house today, about $40 worth of Chinese food tomorrow, and I did that shit for maybe like a month straight. And yeah, man, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. That's why I said in a couple people's chat rooms, yo, yeah. Hello?
Yo, I'm here.
Yeah.
I got you.
Oh yeah, what was he saying?
I'm not sure. You still there, Jackal?
Maybe he accidentally muted himself.
Shit.
Yeah.
All I know is that man, it was kind of like an exposure because Jim said that also too. He's like,
exactly.
This is,
it was.
We're exposing you, True Free Man.
Exactly. And it's funny because
and I don't.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think it kind of came out of left field a little bit, and I don't think people
yeah, it did.
Actually realize what was going on, especially when they're maybe even earlier too, when I was kind of live streaming True Freeman, and they're like, what the even he didn't know what was going on. He thought I was black for the longest time until I did my first my grilling video, and then he got all upset.
Yep.
And then which leads us into today. I just think as people get together and cool minds get together and everyone starts collaborating, and then shit like this kind of happens, man.
Yep, exactly.
I mean, before Super Saiyan Jim did this, I literally have a retired mail carrier from Rural Street who literally emails me every day, and it's just like, dude, this is is a really nice guy, and he was telling me shit that was going on forever, man. So it's weird who comes out of the woodwork.
Exactly.
We kind of, we're just throwing out good vibes, and I think that kind of helps out a little bit too.
And the funniest, the thing that I find funniest about all this is, like, nothing illegal happened. It's like, yeah, you can go down there to the office of like public records and stuff. It's like nothing Jim did was illegal. He didn't do anything wrong. He used the law, which Tyra said he was the coldest at. And wow, it's like all those years you were shitting on everybody saying, oh, y'all don't own your houses. Oh yeah, you got rent-a-mansions, rent-a-horse and all that. It's like, it turns out you don't own your house at all. The deed to that house does not have Tyra Jamel Moore's name on it. And now that man finds out, because like I think I looked it up, like in Indiana, only thing you have to do is pay the property tax for 10 straight years, and then that property becomes yours if you're squatting. He hasn't been there 10 years. So it's like, yeah, and you ain't been paying rent, and now that man's found out. It's like, you got exactly what you were trying to do to other people. Yep. You tried to do this to a man for 4 years, and it's happening to you, and you want to talk about killing somebody? It's like, no. Only thing you had to do was leave him alone. People don't get this. If you leave somebody alone, if you're fucking with somebody online and you leave them alone, the trolls eventually will get bored and leave you alone. You have no idea. Like I used to troll the hell out of people. But then, like, once they stop mentioning it and shit, it's like you get bored and you leave them on. It's like, all right, well, this dude's kind of boring now. I'm going to go on to the next person. That's the way it works. Tyra didn't understand that. He thought this was some real war. Like, nah, I'm taking all these hits, but I'm still standing. It's like, you idiot. Like, somebody just blew up your fort. What are you going to do now, dummy?
This shit got real personal for him when his son joined the other side. What the fuck is this?
Man,
The
that shit was
kids above
epic.
me weigh 500 fucking pounds and they jumping. on the fucking floor. What the fuck is going on here? I'm
That
sorry.
shit.
I'm used to living in a house, and I just, uh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So
But for
once,
anybody who's confused, Tyra Jamel Moore started this. How did he start it? He showed how you get to Tommy's house through Google Maps. I remember it. I was there. I was driving down from
oh,
Sacramento, and I watched and I was like, "What? Who the fuck is this guy?" And that was when the whole thing started. I was like, "You gonna show people where this man lives through Google Maps so that they don't even get the house confused?" But then you want to get mad when people start all kind of shit to your Craigslist and all that to your house. Like, no, you started this. He's even admitted to starting it for a couple different reasons. Oh, you cussed out that lady. Oh, you weren't using the English language properly by saying when black women are the worst stewards for children and all that. He's come up with every excuse he can. It's like, and look what happened to you. All you had to do was leave him alone.
gosh,
Mm.
fucking
And he
facts,
says
man.
he did. Yeah, he says he did for 2 months, but here's the thing. He didn't stop talking about him for 2 months because he kept making little snide little remarks. Oh, I do real work, unlike other YouTubers. It's like, dumbass, you're Tommy's the only person you talk about. You think we don't know that you're talking about him? It's like you like don't talk about him, don't mention him, don't even hint at his name, and people will leave you alone. But he couldn't help himself. He really couldn't help himself. He even titled a couple videos, I do real work. Better than most other YouTubers. It's like, okay, you're obviously talking about Tommy, and if you're not talking about Tommy, you're talking about Vic, and if you're not talking about that, you're talking about both of them. It's like that's all it could be.
And oh my god, I remember that it got his channel got real stale because he kept showing the same fucking videos. This how you do real work. Like nigga, you showed this video like 5 different times. Dog, if you do real work,
Exactly.
why are you not showing anything updated of what you building on? Nigga, you got a
Exactly.
bathroom that's not even finished. You got a kitchen island that's not even finished. Can we see how you fix that shit?
He talks about everything in his house like he's the only person in the world that has that type of stuff in his house. He talks about like how he was installing his own windows. He talked about it in a way as if he was the only person in the history of time who ever knew how to do it. It's like, dumbass, somebody taught you how to do this. That person's colder than you, stupid. Like, what the fuck are you thinking? I get having having I get thinking highly of yourself, but bro, he's like super narcissistic. He's super duper narcissistic, like for real. Like he has to overcompensate by repeating things over and over, and that just shows like on the inside he don't really think much of himself. And now, man, it just got real bad, and he did it to himself.
Yes, yes, he did. Is him and goddamn Seven Deadly Sins still beefing? And
Tyra, they're not cool. They're not talking shit about each other. Tyra keeps trying to be cool with them. He keeps trying to get friends. That's why he keeps saying, "Oh, me and said Seven a cool brother," and he keeps saying the same thing about Zone. Zone a cool brother, but it's like, bro, they're not gonna fuck with you no more. They ain't gonna fuck with you like that. It ain't gonna be like how it was. You guys all ain't gonna be a united we hate Tommy group. Like it's not gonna be like that no more. Especially after seeing how much of a snake he is. Seven can't be friends with them because he's still friends with Mark Mingle and 47 Ronin. And Zone can't be friends with them because I mean Tyra hates the shit out of Candy Cartel. He hates he's hated by too many people to be friends with anybody.
damn, that's just sad. But I don't understand who gets in a group to face against one man.
A bunch of beta males. A bunch of beta males who wish they could do what that man does. Facts.
And at first I wanted to give Tyreek credit because he's the only motherfucker that stepped up, but I really can't give credit to Tyreek when all you did was put a train in his face. You didn't
Man,
strike
to
him. You
me, yeah, Tyreek's a hypocrite. Tyreek's a straight up fucking hypocrite. You can't say you speak out against white supremacy, but then the first thing you say is talk about another black man's skin color and then try to say, oh no, it means ashy. No, motherfucker, I'm from the hood. I'm from South Central Los Angeles. That shit
Yep.
don't mean ashy. It has to do with something being burnt to a crisp.
Yeah.
That's where crispy comes from.
Yeah.
Tyreek is a fucking hypocrite and a liar.
Especially when his wife is white.
Yeah, yeah, right. She's like half Jewish. It's like, bro, the Jewish people participated in the slave trade. What the fuck are you thinking? White supremacy? You fuck white supremacy every night. Like what the hell are you thinking?
Ah, shit. And then how he treated that girl, I forgot her name, But the girl that was bald headed and whatnot, how he kept disrespecting her that used to work with him. I like you sit there and talk about how Tommy this, that, other, but you just sat there and
Oh,
dog the
is it
shit.
Cynthia G?
No, no, no. She used to work for him.
Oh,
I can't remember
I can't even remember the fucking name. Yeah, that was cold. That was some cold shit. I was like, damn, this is what we doing? Yeah, that
kept
was real
calling her a
cold.
snitch. Like, what you want me to answer all these questions for, nigga? I pay you and shit. Keep talking about me
Yeah.
being a pimp. I was never no pimp. Nigga, you got a whole fucking album of you talking about you being a pimp.
He
So,
got a book talking about the art of macking. That's pimping. Like, what the hell?
so it's not wrong for her to ask you that question.
Yep, yep,
It's
exactly.
like going to Tommy Sotomayor. And nigga, do you beat bitches? He can't get mad if you ask that question. Like, nigga, you got an arrest record of you beating the shit out of a woman. If I'm wrong
Yeah,
on that, please just let me know. I ain't trying to get my ass kicked by Tommy. This ain't that type of stream.
man. I don't know. I think Tommy gets bitches because he dated Rita G and she was fine as hell. And I think he dated that one Instagram model, Zamina Moore. She fine as hell. So yeah, man. I don't know. Oh yeah. Shout out to Notorious B. That's my dude, man.
Hell
He's a
yeah.
real cool dude. Yeah, he tried to me and him in this other lane. I don't know if y'all know him. He goes by the name Afro, aka Afro Samurai, aka your boy
Bro,
Afro.
I've
He
been looking for him. Where the fuck is he? Cause a video between him and Tyra was made, and I can't find that shit no
oh
more.
man, that shit was he got bitched out. He got bitched out. That's what happened. He complained. He was like, "Oh, so this is what you do when we give you money?" Yeah, he cussed out. He cussed out Afro like a bitch because Afro is a bitch. Let me tell you something.
Uh huh.
A while ago, uh okay, Afro, who claims to be okay, there's still a video up of Tommy talking on the phone with Afro doing a one-on-one. It's called Tommy Sotomayor versus pro black Afro. Look, just look it up. And basically by the way the video ends is Afro stuttering, tripping over his own words. He said Tommy Sotomayor was worse than a murderer and a drug dealer. It's
He
like,
never
okay,
answered that
so is
question.
he,
He never.
huh?
He never even
No,
answered that
yeah,
question
no,
either.
no. He never asked that question. The funny thing is, I went to his page and I trolled him for it. I was like, bro, how is he worse than a murderer and a drug dealer? And then he made it personal, saying, "Oh, you Soto Nation." First of all, I'm not Soto Nation. I'm Chucky Cartel, all right. And so it was like he was like, "Oh, you Soto Nation people are always running and deflecting." So I said, okay, then how am I running and deflecting? He was like, you won't debate me. Let me remind you, it was his idea. You want to have a debate? Okay. It went on like that for like a couple weeks. And then he ended up blocking me from his page because I was like, I told him, I'll give you my email address. I'll give you my fucking phone number. And he was like, he said something about, oh yeah, I'll speak to Seven and I'll have him set it up. Apparently he has absolutely no pull with Seven Deadly Sins because he never set the shit up. He's a nobody in his chat room. And so eventually I'm talking to me, Afro, and Nat B are in a chat room. And so I was like, Afro, you ran from the fucking debate with me. And then Nat B gets the idea. He was like, hey, how about we set up a debate? And Afro was like, okay, that will be perfect. So we each give our emails to Notorious B, and he could vouch for me on this because I ain't lying. I still got the email saved just in case that nigga ever try to say, oh, you were deflecting, you ran. Nat B set up perfect rules. First of all, no personal attacks, no speaking about anything that has to do with showers or Follow America or anything. We're going to speak on the facts. And the facts were things that Afro himself had said. How is Tommy
Yes.
Sotomayor worse than a murderer and a drug dealer? And can you really be pro-black if you make fun of another black man's skin color? I say that because Afro, hold on, excuse me. Yeah, Afro, he said he once did a video entitled it KKK Crispy something something something, and it was about Tommy. It's like, okay, you're pro-black, but you're making fun of his skin. Those were the two things we were gonna speak on. The rules were set up. You're allowed 2 interruptions, and you can only do it for like 15 seconds or something like that. Nat B came up with these perfect rules. There were gonna be no personal attacks. The moment somebody did a personal attack, Nat B was going to mute them. And so I was like, all right, I don't need to attack him personally. Like, and I told Nat B, I emailed him like twice about it, like, yo, if he attacks me, I'm gonna go back at him. I will not attack him unless he attacks me.
Right.
All in all, what ended up happening was Afro stopped responding to Nat B, which means he what? He fucking ran. Also, don't run from a debate with nobody, especially if especially if I know I'm fucking right. Like I'm not going like these are things you said, Afro. These were things he said. I was like, we're gonna debate on things you said, so you should be able to stand up for what you said, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, bottom line, Afro, aka Afro Sam, aka Afro, your boy Afro, who be up in 7 Deadly Sins chat and Zones chat. You're a fucking bitch. You were deflecting and you ran. You ran from the nigga also, basically. That's exactly what happened. I got emails to prove it. Nat B has emails to prove it. Facts.
Bruh. I probably could answer answer that question the best of my possibility. I did not grow up. To me, I don't think I grew up in the hood of
Yeah.
Washington D.C. But from my knowledge, the worst thing that could be in the hood is a snitch. Tommy Sotomayor puts the mirror in front of most people's faces, everybody's face, and show them the disgusting shit that happens in our fucking community.
Right.
And a lot of people can't take that fact that this shit
Yeah.
is disgusting. And I do agree with them. Half the fucking niggers, bitches, whores, um, gangsters, thugs, and shit needs to be a fucking eliminated or
Right.
exiled.
The
And
way the
to
way I see it is, it's like Tommy said that one time. It's like at least shame them or shun them at the very least. Don't deal
Mhm.
with those people. It's like the reason they don't like it's like, yeah, no, nobody wants anything ugly to be shown about them or their lives and shit. But it's like the reason all this shit continues is because people don't speak about it, because they employed shit like the no snitching policy, where it's like, okay, we're going to rob you, we're going to kill your children, we're going to do all kinds of crimes. Oh, and if you tell on us, we're going to kill you. We're going to do all this stuff to you. And if you tell on us, then we're going to kill you. Like, what the fuck?
that
Like, are
don't
you
even
serious?
like
Fuck that
that
shit.
like that's some fucked up shit. Like the whole
Exactly. Yeah, it's fucked up.
like this one video Tommy showed where a gang member made another uh a gang member little brother give him head. Like that dude should
Oh,
have
what
been
the
killed.
fuck?
Like that dude should have been killed.
When did that shit happen? I didn't see that shit. Not that I want to see. I'm just saying, when did the fuck did he do a video about that? That's crazy.
Oh, I think this was like 2015. A gang member made a rival gang member little brother suck his penis. And Tommy Soner
Oh,
like, damn, I never even got here from a bitch to make me come in 5 minutes. I like, he
yeah,
got a
ain't that
point.
a bitch?
Shit.
You know what? You know what? You just reminded me of something. When all that shit went down with Nipsey Hussle,
Yeah.
Tyra, this is this is one thing that Tyra tries to do. So that should he ever be brought to court for it, he won't go down for it. He tries to subvert people. He tries to plant a seed in everyone's head, or people who don't like Tommy. He tries to plant a seed in their head, hoping that somebody who hates Tommy enough will come to hurt him. That's why he titled his video, "Hey Crips," basically, well, "Hey Crips, aren't you gonna do anything? Aren't you gonna say anything about this guy speaking on Nipsey?" He was hoping he could have got one of them crazy ass Crips to get mad enough to go and see Tommy and kill him. So that way Tyra could say, well, hey, I didn't tell nobody to do it. I just pointed it out. Like, I'm surprised you guys ain't doing this.
Hold
And
on.
then he could always say, oh, I don't know the dude. He tries to subvert people. He tries to use people as proxies to hurt another person. That's the whole reason why in the beginning of this shit, he showed on Google Maps Tommy's house, hoping that somebody who hated him enough as much as Tyro did, or maybe more, would show up to his house and kill him. He keeps trying to subvert people. He keeps trying to plant this evil seed in the back of people's minds, saying, "Hey, yeah, if you hate this guy, why don't you just go kill him?" So then that way Tyra doesn't have to do it himself. So that way he can make a video afterwards saying, "Yeah, see, this is what he put out in the world." It's like, bro, that person never would have got the idea if you hadn't planted it in people's heads. He thinks he's slick, but he's not. It's like that's disgusting. If you wanted that man dead, why don't you go do it? Oh, but wait, Tommy stays strapped just like you, so good luck.
I don't believe that he ever been in a shootout like he claimed he did. I don't believe that. But
Well, I
I
think,
haven't seen that video either where he
you
tried
know
to.
what? You
Mhm.
know what? I think when Tyra was talking about that, I think he was he was doing that thing where he's telling the half truth. He wasn't in no shootout, not like somebody shooting at him and he's shooting back, but most likely somebody was shooting at his little punk ass. Cause like the shit he be doing and saying, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody shot at him. Imagine you sitting there, you a gangster, and you sitting there trying to have a conversation with a little nigga, and he keep cutting you off, telling you to stop, treating you like it's a fucking courtroom. Shit. If I had that type of mentality, I would have put on my gun, start shooting at his little ass too. Like, yo, man, you better shut the fuck up and let me speak. Like, you know where the fuck we at? We on fucked up Rule Street. Niggas stay getting killed in the alleys over here. Shit. So most likely he's telling the half truth. Tyra probably ain't never shot at nobody in his life, but I guarantee you he's been shot at by people.
Um, like him misfiring his weapon in his house and almost shot his foot off. With a person
Man,
that's used to holding guns and shooting them, is that a common mistake or that's a rookie mistake?
if you a fucking alcoholic, you damn right. It's probably a mistake that happens at least once a week in his house. All that goddamn drinking he does. It's like, and I pointed this out in a couple chat rooms to people. It's like, okay, listen to Tyra speak, and if you hear like a sudden pause and then you hear like a lip smack, that's him just taking a swig of the bottle. This nigga drinks constantly. So if you're an alcoholic and you got as many guns as he has, yeah, he probably got holes in the fucking ceiling and all that shit, bullet holes everywhere. That's like a regular thing. Why the fuck you think Donna didn't scream?
Bro, I assumed the lip smacking was when Tommy is right about how most niggas is raised by their single mothers, and that's where they got that from.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But the thing is, there's different kind of lip smacks, like, and then there's like you could tell when somebody like I'm telling you, like, just go get like a bottle of water, drink it, and I guarantee you probably like 9 times out of 10 you're gonna do like a lip smack because you got some of the water on your lips. That's that nigga drinking alcohol, drinking that fucking skull and smacking his lips after he takes a swig. Because it's like there's too quick of a pause. He takes quick swigs. There's too quick of a pause, and he does a lip smack right before he starts talking. It's like, nah, bro, you over there getting drunk. Your speech starts to slur after a while. It's like just listen for the signs, bro. I'm telling you, this guy has got issues.
I would do that. And damn, Sungrown, you showing some good snaps over this shit.
Mm,
Oh,
nice.
so how did Tyra was able to get that restraining order either off of him or not able to get it, to get the police involved to do anything about it?
Right. Because he's like a couple states away. Yeah, I don't know what happened with that. All I know is when he went live showing it arriving to his house, that shit was hilarious. He didn't know what the fuck to do, so he tries to lean back on the law. Let me break down something he said. He said he started talking about all this shit supposedly Tommy had did to break the law. He keeps saying, "Oh, Tommy, look, you perjured yourself in this video." What do you mean he perjured himself? He's not sitting in a courtroom after having taken the oath to not to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. He's not in a courtroom. So you're wrong about that. He said something about, "Oh yeah, yeah, look, Tommy, you threatened to kill Tariq Nasheed. You know what they call that right here? Premeditated murder. It's premeditated murder if you think about and talk about killing somebody and then you actually kill them. Last time I checked, Tariq Nasheed is still alive right now, and if he was dead, I don't think it would have been Tommy who killed him. So Tyra's a fucking idiot. All them law books, and how you still gonna be confused about simple shit like that? That's crazy.
Bruh, that's
For real.
oh shit. Hey man,
Yeah.
I just don't understand why your man won't just do what he's supposed to do, finish building that house or whatever, or buy another property and just move the
Who,
fuck
Tyra?
on. Yes, Tyra.
Bro, he's like, how old is he now? Like 42, 43. Like, it's like if he gets a job, it's gonna be something small. He's gonna have to start doing real man work. It's like, I don't know what's wrong. Okay, think about it. All them days, all them weeks, all the months, he bragged about, oh yeah. Oh, and then doing the that stupid everybody show. Okay, hold on. This is a little bit off topic, but that whole everybody thing that they say that Tommy does,
Yeah.
Tariq Nasheed started that. Seven Deadly Sins took it from him, and then Tyra took it from Seven Deadly Sins. These dudes are not fucking original. And Tyra talked all that shit for days, months, weeks, talking about, oh, I get money by myself. I don't give YouTube money, so I don't give a fuck about donations. I don't give a fuck about this. I don't give a fuck about that. It's like, okay, well, if you get money by yourself, why even bitch about when you're about to lose your house? If you get money like you say you do, you should be able to gather up a couple $1,000s and just go live somewhere else. That's like he proves himself to be a liar every time he catches. Like it's like that. It's like Tommy says, you let somebody talk enough, eventually, like if they're lying, eventually they're gonna say something that's going to show you that they're lying. Like He backed himself into a corner like a fucking idiot. And now look at him. He's a homeless, broke bitch living with that bitch who works at Arby's. They ain't got shit going for him. No kind of health plan, no kind of retirement plan. That nigga better sell every AR he has because he is in some really deep shit right now.
Bruh. Excuse me. So do you think these two ever going to see each other in court?
Hell no. Okay. Say by some divine miracle they do, one of two things is gonna happen. One, Tyra gets his own lawyer, and all Tommy has to do is play videos of him saying, "Hey, bro, leave me alone. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that." Or two, Tyra's gonna represent himself, and he's gonna end up, I don't know, exposing himself for committing some sort of felony, and he's gonna get locked up. Because it's like, seriously, as much as he claims Tommy did, it's like, okay, he says Tommy paid people to fuck with his life. Okay, everything Tommy has done, all the business ventures he's done, everything, all the money he has, as far as he's come in his life, college education, all that. It's like, do you really think he's stupid enough to leave some sort of digital footprint, some sort of paper trail that will lead back to him paying someone to fuck with Tyra's life? No. If he paid someone in cash, it's like I doubt Tommy did these things. I know for a fact he didn't do these things, but it's like best he can hope for is hope that Tommy paid someone in cash and that person has video proof of it or audio recording of it, which he knows they don't. Like, he could blame Tommy for all he wants, but there's like, okay, at one point Tyra said, oh yeah, once I catch one of these trolls who you paid off to fuck with my life, it's gonna lead back to you. It's like, Tyra, how's it gonna lead back to him? He didn't leave a trail, and what do you think, they're gonna let you in the interrogation room to interrogate somebody? And how the hell are you gonna do that? Like, that's not gonna happen. It's like, bro, even if you manage to get Tommy in court, nothing is going to happen to Tommy, and he's going to make you look like a goddamn psychopath. He's going to 8-hour videos, 10-hour videos, 12, 16-hour videos of you talking about someone and saying blatant lies, which you have no actual documentative proof of. It's like, if they go to court, Tyra better pray that Tommy never takes him to court, because he's going to look real bad. It's only going to make things worse for him. And then he's going to lean back and say, well, the judicial system is corrupt. This is why I was going at it for so many years. Yeah, that's why he started going at Tommy because of that. Like, you're an idiot. He's so stupid. For real, bro.
Did Tyra ever came out and say what the end game, other than him going back to Atlanta, hoop hiding, whatever that dumbass saying? Was there ever an end?
Yeah. You mean, like, what was his ultimate goal? In Tyra's mind, his ultimate goal is, I'm such a small, insignificant creature that if I take down this thing that is bigger than me, it will mean my life actually has had purpose. Because he's always saying, I wasn't supposed to live to be 40. So he thinks he believes he's a certain kind of special, but not as special as in his mind he believes Tommy is. Because I said this before to Tommy when I called into a show once, like, bro, they think more of you than you think of yourself. Tyra believes that if he could ruin Tommy's life, someone who's so big, if he could put Tommy back to where he knows he is, then I don't know. I guess he believes that that's going to make him a better person. He's going to be able to just die happily after that. And it's like, bro, this is a guy on YouTube telling his opinion. Like, it's really not going to mean what you think it means. Yep. But at this point, it's more about revenge. It's more about, oh yeah, you fucked with me so much, but look what happened to you. But it's like, Tyra, the tables got turned. Look what's happening to you, bro.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that was Tyra's thing also. I will not apologize. I will not talk to him. I will not, he would not succumb to having a man-to-man conversation, trying to squash the beef. Remember, he laid the line out. He said, I will not squash the beef.
Oh, it's crazy.
What was it? Yesterday or 2 days ago when he came out and said that he won't talk to Tommy. Tommy had all that chance to do. There's no way that Tommy can fix this. You're like, yeah, he could fix this. You keep talking about that you want $5,000 or 50 or whatever amount you keep coming up. Tommy or nobody's going to give you that money. For what? Nothing of yours was damaged.
One thing I love. Yeah, go ahead.
There was that little grace period too, I thought, and I'm the type of guy that's like, man, if people call out and make the calling, like, Oh, come on, guys. Leave him alone. Just stop with the videos, okay? It's done.
Right.
Let's do it. I'm the type
Right.
of guy, fuck it, let's do it. I'll fucking put every fucking thing on private. I won't talk about that shit ever again.
Right.
And
You
was it
know,
Tommy that?
I can't speak for Jim, and those guys, and I don't know if they would keep pushing forward with it, but when Tommy made that little peace deal there, it was about 3 days ago, and he's just like, dude, let's just talk to each other, and he's just like, fuck you.
Yeah, and
Wow.
like,
Damn.
and Tommy wasn't even the one who told all these people to do this, but Tommy even went.
No, he didn't. He
He even
didn't.
said on the video.
He didn't.
He
He
said,
didn't tell none of us to do this.
yeah, he even said on the video, he was like, I will make a video telling all the people who are doing this to you to stop. I will tell them to stop.
Yes.
And it's
Yes.
like, okay, in Tyra's mind, I think he thinks Tommy can have it one way, but then can't. Like, if Tommy tells somebody to do something fucked up, they'll do it. But if he tells them to stop, they won't do it. I think that's what he thinks, because it's like, bro, you think he told them to do this, but then if he tells them to stop, it's not going to work. But they're part of a cult, right? Like Jim Jones ran a cult, and he got 600 people to kill themselves. It's like, okay, Tommy's running a cult. You think if he told them to stop fucking with your life, they'll stop, right? Oh, but wait, he never told anybody to do it in the first place. So instead of going at Tommy, go at the people who've actually done shit to you.
Oh, that really happened. 600 people killed themselves.
Yeah,
I think it
man.
might be
Jim,
more than that,
yeah.
but yeah. Look up Jim Jones in Jonestown. Yeah, this man ran a cult, and he got all these people believed in him so much. He told them to kill themselves, and they did it. That's a cult.
I,
Yeah. He brought the whole. I mean, he brought everyone to Africa, and then he set he set up shop in Africa and did this. I think even a state senator was killed, right? Like,
Yeah.
one of this, like a state, somebody from the United States went over there and was trying to be like, hey, man, you can't do this. That dude got killed. It was wild, man.
Yeah, see what I mean?
I can't pronounce the person's name, but he said Jim said he's not doing it for Tommy. He's giving Freeman a taste of his own medicine. That's what's up.
Right, exactly.
Uh,
It's like as far as everybody else is going at Tommy, like just the main ones, the main dummies, Zone, Covert, Seven. It's like, you idiots should stop like right now, because look at what's happening to Tyra. Say Tyra disappears right now, the trolls are going to get bored as fuck, and they're going to have to turn to somebody. They're going to divide their attention up amongst you idiots. Zone is going to get all his shit flagged down, even though Tommy didn't say to do it. So it's Covert, so it's Seven. It's like, what are you guys thinking? Like, the dogs are going to turn on you next once they're finished with this Tyra meal.
that's true. And you know what? If Tommy didn't move from his location, thank God that no one know where he live at right now. If Tyler would have disappeared, I would have been watching over my back every fucking day after that.
Oh man, Tyra already put out Tommy's new address. They already put it out.
Yeah.
Get the fuck
And
So
then,
out
I
of
like,
mean,
here!
yeah, right.
How?
yeah, man, Tyra is not the kind of guy that will leave the state. Like, he won't go anywhere. He doesn't. He can't, man. I mean, there's no way he can't fly anywhere, and he can't drive anywhere.
Exactly.
All right, so
Yeah, exactly.
there's two things
He
that
can't
need.
rent a car. It
Here's,
costs way too much money. He got old, beat up. The cars are too old. It costs too much money to go somewhere for him.
Exactly.
there's two things I would like to bring up right now. So with this whole, why doesn't a law able to apply in this situation of stalking? Because that's mad
Um,
crazy that
I,
he's.
I, I think you have to like kind of like be around them or something like that. But I'm pretty sure there's a certain thing as internet's talking about. Well, I think like it falls between, because Tyra's making videos. Like really it's just obsession. I think if he was emailing Tommy every day and he had his number and kept calling him, and then maybe even showed up by his house occasionally, I think that's what falls under stalking. But as far as making videos just talking about someone, that falls under like, oh, they're just giving their opinion. Unless you're saying a whole bunch of shit that's lies, in which case that's slander. So yeah.
So even a disgusting
It-
shit about his daughter can't apply in that.
That shit about his daughter, I think that falls that shit was fucking disgusting.
That should
That shit was disgusting, and that falls under opinion, I guess.
that should make it seem like that he have to be under what does pedophiles get looked at under? FBI?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, like FBI or something like that, or some kind of police agency, because that shit is fucking that. Like he did an 8-hour stream trying to convince everybody that Tommy was a pedophile. Like bro, what's wrong with you? Like you hate him that much? You want, because like pedophiles, like that's like the lowest form of like of human existence. Even in
Yes.
prison, they even when they go to prison, they're looked at as like bro, like if we get the chance, we're going to kill you. And you're trying to turn that man into that. That's what I'm saying. He's trying to subvert people. He believed that if he could get at least one person who hated pedophiles enough to believe that Tommy was a pedophile, that they would go and kill him. It's like, that's
Right.
disgusting.
Hey, hold on. Bush keeps saying he want to join in, but I keep asking for his email or whatnot, but he's not sending it to me. Am I missing something here?
Who?
Swoosh in the comment section.
Oh, Swish God?
Swish
Yeah.
God. Damn, I was going to say something really good, but I forgot.
Give it a minute. It'll come to you. Yeah, man. Yeah. Honestly, all this shit, it just has to do with jealousy. It has to do with beta male syndrome. It has to do with attention. It's like Tommy pointed out once, like that time when True Freeman says he supposedly didn't talk about Tommy for 2 months. Like, I remember that shit. His numbers dropped. He was like in like the 50s and 60s, and normally he was like above 100. And Tommy pointed it out. He was like, yeah, his numbers had dropped, and he wanted more people to listen to him, so he got right back to talking about me. And he said this is the most attention he's had in his life. And it is. It's like, why else would somebody act like this? It's like all the negative attention and some of the positive attention. It's like, bro, you really want attention that bad that you're willing to say all this disgusting shit about this man's child. You want him to get killed, all that shit. Like, you really hate him that bad. A man who you've probably never even been in the same state as before Tommy went to Indy.
Wow. Oh, that's what I want to talk about as well. Your man has sat there and kept talking about how he will do this, that, and the other when Tommy get there, but yet when Tommy got to Indy, he stood a very comfortable block away from the hotel, live streaming instead of going into the hotel. So when people asked him about it, hey man, you said when Tommy
Yeah,
get
what's
to
up?
Indy, you gonna hit him straight in the fucking face. Nah,
Right.
nigga, why would I do that? I can't even get into the hotel. If y'all wanted me to do something, y'all would have paid me to go in there. Nigga, why would anybody pay you to go in there? At that point, people is paying you to be a hitman.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? Check this out. The stream is still up with Tyra and that one YouTuber. He's small as fuck. He's an idiot. Me and him got no argument a while ago. His name is Art of War. He said on the
Oh
live
shit.
stream with Art of War, if Tommy comes to Indy, I don't care if he's surrounded by the police. I'm going up in his face. And then Tommy went to Indy. At some point, he did end up going around the police. Though Tyra was nowhere to be found. And then later on, he did a live stream and he said something like, for those of you who don't know what an okie doke is, that means it's a setup. He tried to say Tommy going around the police was setting him up. It's like, no, it wasn't setting him up, because you made the statement, if he goes around the police, you're going up in his face. How is that a setup when he did exactly what you said he was going to do, but you didn't do exactly what you said you would do? It's like Tyra's a bitch. That's why he tells everybody. That's why he never says he's gonna go see anybody. He tells everybody to come to his house, so that way he's protected by his cameras. He's protected by his fence that's taller than him, and he has all his guns. He wants you to come to where he knows he has the upper hand. That's why he doesn't go out to see people. That's why he stood a block away from Tommy and then tried to say Tommy tried to set him up. How did he try to set you up when he did everything that you said he wouldn't do? He couldn't come to Midwest. He came to Midwest. You said he couldn't come to Indy. He came to Indy. You said he probably, you don't care if he's around the police. He went around the police. All that shit. And it's like Tommy proves him to be a liar every time. He loses every battle.
I'm not that type of person that ever threaten any or invite you to come to DC to fight.
Right.
And even if you did came and we was beefing, and I said some shit online, man, I will fucking meet you. Either I'm gonna be by
Exactly.
myself, or if I think you gonna bring somebody or bring some heat, I'm bringing some people with me. But at some point, you're gonna see my motherfucking face.
Exactly.
Facts.
Especially if you're online pretending like you fucking Scarface, telling a nigga he can't come to an entire state. Yeah, like he told this man you cannot come to my state. It's like you make a threat like that, you make a statement like that, and the man shows up to your state, nigga. You better go and see him. Otherwise, you know he gonna live stream, which Tommy did. It's like he made himself look like a fool. It's like he
Oh,
showed up to your town.
and bro, what was beautiful about the whole situation? Tommy went to random places. Hey, do you know a little short nigga named Tyra Jermaine Moore?
Man, I was laughing my ass off.
And hey, Swoosh guy, what's up, bro?
Yo, what's
What's going
good,
on,
bro?
Swish?
Ain't shit chilling, man. Hey, bro, let me tell y'all something, man. Look, I swear to God, bro, I've been watching this beef for at least since it started. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna
Me
hold
too.
you. I ain't gonna hold you. At first, I was with True at first, cause True. I don't know if y'all remember when True was calm. Like he won't going crazy like this at first. At first, he was calm and shit. But once he
Yep.
started, like what I'm saying, going over his boundaries, thinking he better than everybody. You know what I'm saying? He think I'm Phoenix Reviews. Like he keeps saying, "Yeah, you that 16-year-old, ain't it? Yeah, you got nuts on your chin." Like nigga, you
Oh, so
sound
you
like
that
two
person
niggas.
that he keeps talking to like that?
Yes, bro, that's me. I keep calling like he was like, bro. He said, look, I'm not gonna hang up on you, bro. Ain't you the 16-year-old? He said, tell me the truth. And I just said, fuck it, I won't say it. Say, yeah. And he said, yeah, I got you, fat bitch. And banging on my shit.
Damn.
So confused. Why is he like that? Who raised this nigga?
Bro, I don't know, man. Like I don't know, bro. Like I can't see what's the purpose of what he's doing, and and all his lies is coming to the forefront. You get what I'm saying? Like he lied about Donna, he lied about winning in courts. Like you know what I'm saying? It's so I feel like he probably wiped his record out. We can't really find out what he used to do back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I feel like he wiped his whole record out. That's why he said, yeah, go search the records, blah blah blah. But I mean. I can't wait to see what he's gonna do when he come back. I know at least 200 plus people gonna be on this train. Well, we're gonna be on Sungrown train, so it doesn't matter. But
Hey,
yeah,
he said it was a misdemeanor charge if he was to go out and hit Tommy right in front of the police. But at the same time, as I thought when he said that, when they take his guns from him, when they do that shit,
mm,
because you can't have a charge when you have a gun license, right?
yeah.
So yeah, I can see why he backed out of there. But saying that shit online still makes you a bitch, no matter what reasoning that you make it out. But if you don't mind me asking, how old are you? Because you do sound young.
I'm 26, bro.
Oh my god.
I don't hold a whole 26-year-old, bro. I've been watching this since I was 22, bro. I watch his ups and downs. I watch everything, bro. Like everything. When I have a chance, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, so he you off every time you call. What was it something about you and that you did us or said to him that make him not want to talk to you?
Nah, he just think I'm Phoenix Reviews. He think I'm the other 16. He think I'm some 16-year-old, bro. Like I'm not. I keep trying to explain to
Hey,
him, like, bro, that's not me. Like,
I think he thinks you're the guy that there was a young kid at one point that showed him like I think like $10,000 and he
oh
said
no,
he
no,
would
that was
box
me.
him.
That was me. That was me.
Oh,
That was me
that
too.
was
I
you.
did.
Okay,
I did.
okay.
Well, I did a lot of stuff. Hey! I was the first person to send a pizza to True's house. I was the facts. That
Uh,
was me.
Oh
I was
shit.
I was the first person. That's hashtag facts in the chat. That was me. I
okay,
did. I did.
so
I did. I was undercover, man. I did a lot of shit, bro. I did a lot of shit. I just be undercover with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I done a
well,
lot.
I remember that one video in the car too. Like you were in the apartment complex, kind of.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember that one too. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
say nothing else. That's it.
Yeah. Ooh wee.
Hey,
Oh wait.
hey, who was the person that revealed their penis to the
Yo,
All right.
yo, I always thought that shit was hilarious.
I'm sorry. I gotta take credit for that too. I'm sorry. I
Oh
had to
what?
get it straight, bro. Look. I just had to get it straightened out. I wanted his page just deleted, bro. I'm sorry. And he fell for it twice.
What's up,
He
bro?
fell for it
Hey,
twice.
hey, hold on. What?
Yeah.
How did you make him fall for it twice?
Bro, all right, look, I Skyped him. Look, I was acting like I was. You remember he had the beef with the Lester dude, the officer dude?
Yeah.
Like I I was hitting him up like, yeah, that's my uncle. I made a profile called like John Lester. And this nigga was falling for. I was like, yo, yeah, don't talk about my uncle, bro. And that was it. Then he said, call me on Skype. I called him on Skype, and I just whipped that bitch out like, fuck it. Like I just.
Yeah, you said your uncle was a judge.
Nah, my uncle was Lester. Like you remember Officer Nuki.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
right.
I said that was my uncle. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, bro, that's my uncle, man. Don't be talking about my uncle if I beat your ass. Then you know what I'm saying? I kept blowing up on Skype, and that be me, bro. Like I'm the one that keep repeatedly calling him on Skype. He be fucking up his his whole mindset, bro. I be doing a lot of shit because it just don't make no sense. Like what he's doing, bro. Like I just wanted to know how I feel just to be trolled and just keep worrying about another nigga. Like that shit is so corny. Jesus.
It's homosexual is what it is. That shit's super gay.
A lot of us, even my girl that don't watch this shit, but hear me while talking about, hear me listening to it, is even asking, "You sure this dude not gay? There's something wrong with you. You keep listening to this shit." I'm like, shit, I find this shit to be fucking hilarious. Fuck you, man.
Bro, this song is better than TV, man. Better than TV.
Yeah, right.
Who want to put
You
five?
never know what's gonna happen next. You never know what's gonna happen next. It's just a mystery.
Hey, who want to put five?
Exactly.
Who want to put $5 like right now that for Freeman to even have sex with Donna? Donna have to put a mask on and a strap on him. Hey, who's that dude? God damn, I don't think I know this dude. There's a dude that was on YouTube that made a little fake interview. He was clowning Tyra, was like, I don't know why Tommy want to go to Hooters and talk to that girl when I've been buttering my biscuits all.
Who was it that did that?
I gotta find him. He makes a lot of videos on Salsa Ray Smith.
Was it Minister Jap?
No, not him. I think dude he interviewed KTU.
Right.
Fuck, I gotta find him.
Yeah, shit, I don't know. You know what was funny about the whole KTU thing was when Tommy brought on his baby mama, and his baby mama said everything that KTU had like tried to bring her to court for. This one part, I had to rewind that shit like 12. I rewound it like 12 times because I laughed my ass off. He brought her to court and said that she had sent guys to his house to rape him. And I was like, wait, hold on. She wasn't sending nobody to your house to fuck you up. Like, where are they doing this at? She didn't send nobody else to fuck you up. She sent somebody to your house to fuck you? Like, really? Like, she got people in her family or people that she fuck with that rape people, and she sends them to people's house?
Hey, dog, I'm trying so hard not to try to wake my girl up.
Yeah, right.
What part? Hey, can you send me the link and timestamp that shit? I have to. Can you please do that?
I don't remember what the timestamp was, but it was in that video where Tommy was talking to his baby mama. She's like, "Yeah, he brought me to court saying that I sent people to his house to rape him," and I was like, "What?" I started cracking up. That shit was hilarious.
Okay, hey man, that dude he slashed her tires. You know, he did like some high school like weird type shit to that girl too, man, which is crazy. That was some fucked up shit, man.
So like some Tyra shit.
I believe Tyra.
Right.
What do y'all think Tyra do to Donna when he get mad? What y'all think? Pistol whipper? What y'all think?
Yeah, I believe so. I 100% believe it. Red True Friend. All time. Is this it? No, True goes Hooters. Give me a second here. I'm gonna mute my.
I'm sorry, bro.
Well, I heard
I
heard you mention the sex with Donna.
Honestly,
I don't think anyone's. You guys forgot about the Saran wrap. I've never heard that before, man. I've never heard placing a little Saran wrap over just on the area and then going to town.
Okay, can I say something?
I mean,
I do.
Go ahead.
I used to do that when I'm just meeting a chick and I'm using condoms with her, because if I'm using condoms with you, I'm not going to go down on you without protection.
Right.
I thank God I have a girl. I have my own woman now. I'm not out here
Exactly.
being
I
like a
mean,
little
yeah,
slut.
that's never been my first instinct ever either. But I mean, but he's been with her for 20 plus, 20 years, and he's still doing it.
He don't trust her.
Yeah,
He knows that she's cheating on her. Cheating on him and getting some real dick.
facts.
Or
Hashtag facts.
maybe he doesn't like the taste either. I mean, maybe it's a pH issue. Maybe sometimes it
Hey,
can
why
be.
do he broadcast that he be getting the ooh wee? Like, yeah, I'm about to give my wife that ooh wee. I just had that ooh wee last
Oh
night.
my
I'm
god.
like, bro, no one gives a fuck what you be doing, bro. Like, what the fuck you talking
I don't.
about?
Yeah, I don't know any married man that announces that they're going to be having sex with their wife. I don't know about that.
What you mean you don't know no man that does that? But I do that all the time.
I mean, but Tyler's different though. He's he's just different.
Nah.
He goes from talking about a man for 8 hours, then talking about somebody to get my ooh wee. So for them, you telling me you're not thinking about Tommy when you getting that ooh wee, bro? Come on now, you know you thinking
Exactly.
about Tommy.
Hey,
It's like you wake up. It's like you wake up thinking about this man and go to sleep thinking about him. That shit's weird.
Hey, I found the video, y'all. I found the video. Give me a second.
All right.
Give me a second. OBS, okay. OBS. A rare form of Tyver being 100% honest with himself.
Hey, what's up?
I'm gonna mute my mic real quick.
All right, cool.
So I wanted to do a video this morning to actually be.
Yeah,
Totally
shout out
honest
to you,
about
Jackal,
this
for setting this
ooh
shit up. I
Oh,
love
thank
calling in to
Yeah.
hang out.
with
Oh,
Tommy.
thank you, man. I've been trying to get something set up for a while now. Thank you.
And see,
Yeah, we gotta do this
I'm
once a week.
upset.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fuck
y'all got
yeah.
to
Yeah,
do
Not
it.
Jackal,
because of
man.
what y'all make.
This is
Yeah.
cool. Appreciate this, man.
Yeah,
It's
anytime after
because
6 p.m. because I work nights.
this
Anytime after 6
bitch,
p.m. I'm always good. I don't get off
whoever
work till
this
like
Hooters
9:30 in the
bitch is,
morning.
Hey, hold
think
on.
she could get close to my Tommy. I don't know what the fuck that bitch's problem is, but you can't get close to my Tommy and try to take his order. See, what really pisses me off is that this nigga, first off, he knows what me and him got, even if he don't actually acknowledge it in public, but he knows what we got. So this nigga goes to Atlanta and he orders some chicken and biscuits, some chicken wings and some biscuits there in Atlanta. When if that nigga wanted biscuits, all he had to do was call True Freeman. I've been buttering my biscuits for a very long time, waiting for that nigga. But this nigga want to go out there and get mad and get hot and bothered with someone else besides me. That bitch can't love you. I mean, do you know why I put so much work in on Tommy? I put so much work in on Tommy. I have this dream that one day me and him we could be together and I could gain like 200, 250 pounds, stop smoking crack, gain 250 pounds so that way I could be a BBW wife for that nigga. But this nigga want to sit here and try to get some other bitch biscuits. Nah. True Freeman ain't like that. I ain't like that at all. I mean, I put the best years of my life here on YouTube on Tommy. I haven't fucked my wife in 3 years. Y'all know it's true. Y'all know it's true. My wife walking around here beating the shit out of my G babies. Mad as fuck. Cause I ain't fucked in 3 years. Y'all seen the video. Look at the footage. Look at the footage. Y'all remember when I said if I had to be between my wife and going after Tommy, I'd always choose Tommy. I mean, let's be honest. Let's be clear here. Like the last time me and my wife had sex was about 3 years ago on Halloween, and that was only because she was wearing a Tommy mask. If she wasn't wearing that Tommy mask, she wouldn't have gotten none of this booty. She wouldn't have. And I just think that it's real wrong that this bitch trying to come up in here on my motherfucking man like that. Bitch, I'm the one that put in all this motherfucking work. And
Ah, shit. I didn't know my mic was off. Sorry about that.
No, that's all good, man. I don't think I never heard that one
No,
before. I've
I
never heard that.
I put the
Yeah, I
yeah.
I,
never heard that either.
I put the links in the chat so y'all can see it on your own time as well.
That shit is funny as hell.
I gotta give a shout out to Ali the Bastard. I hope to one day to get him on live too. I gotta reply to his. I gotta send him an email. But that dude is funny as fuck. He also interviewed K2. I mean, KTU, Mr. Uncomplicated. Excuse me. But what I was saying when I thought my mic wasn't muted was I truly believe that Tyra says something similar to this in real life to somebody. Like he,
Probably.
because I don't think he keep these homosexual jokes or thoughts to himself.
Yeah,
Exactly.
facts.
Oh, shit. Hey, so you said you was the one that did a lot of this shit to Tommy, Mr. Swish God.
No, Tower, not Tommy. Tower.
I mean to
You said
Tyra.
Tommy.
I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
meant
yeah. I did a lot of stuff. Like I did a lot of stuff behind the scenes. Yeah, yeah. I did a lot. I
Hey,
mean, I felt.
can I ask you something, Swish?
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, bro.
Why did you do it? And was it Tommy that asked you to do it?
Hell no, Tommy.
See what I
I'm be
mean?
bro. I'm be honest, bro. Like at the time, like Tommy switches content up. Like I don't know, I don't really watch Tommy like that unless he talk
Right.
about True. Like,
Mhm.
but True, he'll be coming off at me on the chat like, bitch, what you mean? Like he just be like he's
Exactly.
on some. He be like, get Tommy nuts off your chin. Like, nigga, what are you talking about? Like, why you gotta bring Tommy to everything, nigga? Like, I'm not thinking
Yeah.
about Tommy, nigga. Like, I was dead as a supporter of True at first, because I mean, I just didn't agree with what Tommy was doing at first. But now, see, True making an ass of himself, and now niggas fucking with Tommy more. Like, I fuck with Tommy now.
Man,
Yeah,
I,
exactly.
man,
Yeah, it's
I,
like never in my life have I spoken to Tommy or did I call him or some shit like that. And he was like, look, also, I need you to send as many pizzas as you can to his house. I need you to order as much fucking Chinese food as you like. He didn't tell me to do it. I came up with that shit. I'll take credit for it. I
You know-
take credit for my shit. Like that nigga didn't have nothing to do with it.
hey, but you know, as
Yeah.
Tommy admitted, if he was going to do anything, he'll pay a hacker to delete all his fucking accounts.
Exactly.
Yeah,
As
he
much
did
money
say
as he
that.
has, it's like you think it's like there's people out there who do shit like that. It's like you give them enough money, just a couple thousand, they'll be like, oh, you just want me to delete everything on this man's computer? Yeah, no problem. Like they're like, I don't know, Tyra's fucking stupid. It's like you really think like, I don't know, it's just crazy. I really
Hey,
can't get it.
y'all, can I tell y'all the funniest shit is every time his computer fuck up, oh, they hacking me, y'all. Tommy hacking.
You got cheap ass equipment and somebody hacking you. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Like, bro, come on, bro. Like, he just be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's
microphone
that's
thing
Tommy
drives
in the-
me crazy, man.
That's Tommy in the troll account. That's Tommy right there.
Especially with him not knowing that his mic is off. Like, dude, you could do a stream test just like I did, but put on
Yeah.
private.
Yep.
Bro, he
Exactly.
was fucking.
Can I get a mic check?
Oh, nobody gonna get a mic check? I'm cutting the stream off. I need a mic check right now. Y'all 50 trolls in here. Y'all not gonna give me a mic check.
Oh, hey, do anybody remember when Tyra made an offer for somebody to, hey, if you really want to fight me, put your address up so I can come and see you. Oh no, I'm sorry, not post your address. To make a video where you live at on live stream so I can know you really live there. I had posted up
Shit.
the shots. Hey, I live at 5633 E Street, nigga. Come to DC and see me. For some reason, he deleted the address. I don't live there no more. Because what I was going to do is wait at the funeral home for him to show up just to call the police.
Wait for him to show up.
Because I know
Bro, he's not
damn.
gonna show up nowhere, man. He's not gonna show up nowhere. He said he's gonna come beat up Vic. He never beat up Vic. He told Tom he's gonna go in his face. He said he wants to go to jail with him so he can beat him up and then tell everybody in the cell what he be doing. And he's gonna beat him up some more. Like then he tried to hassle us out of 5,000. He said send 5,000 to Western Union. This is Western Union days. I know y'all remember the Western Union days.
Yeah, I remember that.
Until he copied Tommy with the cash app. But anyway, he's like, yeah, 5,000 to Western Union right now if y'all want me to go inside his face. I'm like, nigga, you say you're gonna do it?
Bro, you know how much money they take out for that 5,000? At least like a couple of hundred.
Yeah,
and
right?
it's like the way Tyra talks about everything. It's like I swear everybody could get his voice down like to a T. It's like I got $5,000 for you to come and fight me, you whole ass nigga, and we gonna put it in my Western Union. Like what the fuck? My God, damn.
He's like a
wait. Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell y'all, bro. I emailed True yesterday morning. I was like, bro. I was like, hey, I saw a lot on you. I was just playing with him. I was like, yo, Sungrown did a stream. He left the owner's email up, bro. Do you want the jump? He said, hell yeah. He said, hell yeah.
What happened?
I basically I emailed True and was like, yo, I got I said Sungrown did a stream and accidentally leaked the owner of your property email. I said, do you want it? He said he brought me back in like 5.5 seconds, like hell yeah. I said psych, and he probably blocked me. So he's still on the hunt. Like, I mean, but he say he do real man work. You say he can make bread, you know what I'm saying? So why he's not putting his real man work to the to get the money? I'm pretty sure. Like the fuck, he's bragging something. Yeah, I can get 10K to fight Tommy, but where's the 10K to get your crib back? Like this is not making no sense to me. I don't get it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you gotta put up a GoFundMe.
Do you remember when he kept saying that he will fight? He kept making these extreme dumbass offers that Tommy, do you want 10,000? How about 20,000? And Tommy's like, my nigga, you can't even get 10,000 to fix that house up. Why you keep offering to fight me for this amount of money? And what got me the first time that he tried to do the whole boxing match thing? I fully agree with Tommy. Why would I fight you for charity, nigga? Nigga, you're not famous. I can understand we was two famous people, then yeah, the boxing for charity will be something. But nigga, you a low class motherfucker versus me, a superstar compared to you, nigga. Nigga, if money gonna be exchanged, money gonna be in my motherfucking pocket. Fuck your charity.
Exactly.
He talking about, man, I wanna fight you for a boys and girls club. Nigga, that's all wonderful and shit, but fuck that shit, nigga. I need that money.
Yeah, bro. Honestly, I think that whole shit was Tyra's like, I don't know. He's so stupid. He believes he's like the most cleverest person that's ever like existed. I honestly believe that shit was gonna be a setup. He was gonna try to get Tommy to Indy, say, okay, we gonna have that function over here. We gonna have this over here, and then he was just him and a bunch of his friends fucking try to jump Tommy. Just like Tyra, he didn't get all crazy and jump up in his son's face until his uncle had got there because he knew his son would have fucked him up. So I was like, man, you always trying to set somebody up for some bullshit. Like, man, the fuck up. You with the fucking program.
Oh, no. Do you remember when he claimed, I think you, Sungrown, had made showed the video where he claimed that I don't put nobody in my business. If I gonna fight somebody, I do it myself. I ain't gonna call nobody. My ninja, you did do that. When you went to try to fight Tommy, the first thing you did was pick up your old ass phone. Hey, my nigga, I need you to meet me. Or you can't. Whatever, nigga. do y'all remember that shit?
No, I don't remember that.
Like barely.
How was it? was going to try to go to the park and fight Tommy, or was he going to go to the park and fight some random nigga that said meet him down the street from his house?
I think probably some random dude.
Okay.
Probably
Yeah.
some random dude. That, you know, that might have been. Yeah, that was the one guy that was going to meet him at the video store. You know, that was not too long ago, also. But if you look at that one video very closely of him down at the circle, there's other people there also with him. You
Hey,
know,
which one
he
of y'all
brought
echoing back?
probably a few of his big brothers. Hold on, man. Is that me?
Yeah, I got everything off my joint.
So what?
I was like echoing.
Yeah, I hear a little echoing too. Hold on.
Doing it? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yo.
Yeah, that was something.
Oh, is it still doing it?
Nah,
Hold on. Is it me? Am I echoing?
not
Nah.
doing it no more.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay, we're good.
All right, so what you were saying, son, girl?
Nothing. It was damn True Free, man. His low-level Google employees.
Yeah, man, he hacking you, man. He hacking us. He don't want the truth. You know, when you speak the truth, they try to hack you and shut you down.
Hey, so why did Order War and True Freeman stop talking? And is Hassan Campbell still? I mean, do True Freeman still, give big ups to Hassan Campbell?
Anyone want
I
to say
think
that?
so.
Oh, you know what happened with Auto War and True, man. This, like, you know, True be trying to boss hog niggas and tell them what to do and tell them, hold on, bro. And you know, niggas grown ass men, bro. You can't just keep cutting grown ass men off. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's all I remember from it. I just
Exactly.
remember,
It's like
yeah. I'm listening.
exactly. It's like you get somebody on the phone. You keep begging people to call in to have an intelligent conversation, but you only ask them yes or no questions. And if their answer disagrees with yours, you don't even let them explain why they answer the way they answer. It's like, bro, you're trying to control this shit like a courtroom, but it's not. These are real people.
Yep.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, it's like you could call into any one of his shows. You try to ask him something, or he asks you something. If you do not answer it the way he wants you to answer it, which is with a yes or no, and he tries to form the question in the way that you're going to answer it in the answer he wants you to give, if you don't do it, he'll say you're lying.
Hey guys, is Tyra live right now?
Is he?
Whoa. Hell no. Is he?
If he's live, I'm getting the fuck off.
Yeah.
Hey, hold up, because somebody said email Tyra the hangout link, and I do that shit.
Oh, please give that motherfucker the hangout link.
Hold on. How do? Goddamn, he
Nah,
got
man,
like.
I'm looking.
you
You know, I'm looking right now. I don't see Tyra live.
Can you imagine
It's
Tyra on a hangout where he doesn't have control of the mute button?
Every
No,
time
he's still gonna try to control it.
because every time
He's listening. He is listening. That's for sure. Either he's listening to us, or I think Zone's live, so he could be over there. I don't know.
Tommy live too.
All right, well, Zone is a fucking homosexual too, so yeah, they're both a couple of idiots. Yeah, Zone's really acting like a scorned woman at this point. It's like, bro, he didn't want you. Get over it. Like, what is wrong with you? That beta male syndrome is deep in your veins.
Like I told Sungrown, I've never met a man to be that mad over another man that want to be friends with you.
Exactly.
I've seen beta males do that to females when they not trying to give them no ass. But another man, like, come on, bruh.
And one thing that people tend to forget, it's like, okay, you were running the dig. You worked for this man. You wanted this man to be your friend so bad you worked for him for free. You were a willing slave. You walked onto a fucking plantation and said, "Whip me, massa." And then you got bored and left and got mad because the nigga didn't pay. It's like, you idiot. What were you thinking? Like, be a fucking man.
Facts.
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
shit.
No, man, you're right. You're right, because you know there's that little thing that he does where he tries to show off his family and try to be like, well, look at me. I have my children, and I have this, and I have multiple women that will do this with me and my wife. And it's like, man, what the fuck, dude? It's like, he doesn't understand that you don't have to be married to be a man. I mean, you can be a man and have children and still go about your business and still get shit done, you know?
Right.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Chicago,
You
don't
know
don't
what?
hire nobody to go to knock that man door. I'm
And
highly
you know what,
scared
man?
for that person.
Let me just do one. Let me do one quick breakdown for you guys. When I was, I just turned 30 in March. When I was about 19, I didn't have no kids or anything. I applied to work at Vivid Video to do porn, and I ended up Googling a whole bunch of research and shit. And the only reason I'm saying it is because Zone says he does porn, right?
Are
Okay.
you
A bunch of
serious?
porn stars have done interviews. If you Google it, it'll say it all over the fucking internet. Unless if you're a guy and you're in the porn industry, the only way you're gonna make any real money is by doing gay porn. I think Zone does gay porn, and this is why he never drops any of the links to any of his videos anywhere you can cop anything or anything like that. It's like, bro, you're afraid of being exposed as a homosexual. You say you do porn, but nobody's seen your shit. You're out there sucking dick and taking it in the ass, but then you want to brag that you do porn. Like, bro, you're a gay porn star.
Hey,
You have
bro,
shitty music.
I
You're
lied to
obsessed
you.
with another man.
I lie to you not. When I seen
You're
that video for the first time of Zone, because I never seen his face before. When I seen his face with that shirt off, I like, no wonder he keeps stalking Tom. He look like he sucked dick.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's a homosexual. He wants to marry. He's just like Seven. That's why him and Seven get along so great. It's two homosexuals fighting for the attention of a man who's straight. Make that make sense?
And Tyra.
Yeah,
Hey.
man, Tyra's like something else. I don't know what the hell his problem is.
Yeah.
You know what, man? You know, you just touch on something. You're exactly right. You know, when I was in the military, I was stationed down there in Coronado, California, down there, you know, with the Navy SEALs and the special warfare people. And as those guys drop out of this training, who do you think's there waiting for them? Those porn people. All
Yeah.
buff, a bunch of fucking military guys, Marines, Navy, and that's exactly what they do. They send them through the gay. You have to do gay porn before you get into the real shit.
Yeah,
You're
right.
exactly right about that.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So,
saying.
yes,
I'm like, I'm not
Zone,
making
yes.
this up. You could Google it. You could Google
You're
this
right.
shit. It's
You're
all
right.
over fucking YouTube. Female porn stars saying, "Oh yeah, if you're a male in the porn industry, you got to do a whole lot of gay porn." Zone is a gay porn actress. Facts.
He's the actress. He's the actress. Facts.
Hey, I'm on Zone chat room and I asked could he come on my show.
Be tracked?
Oh Lord.
Do they really believe this?
This is gonna be hilarious.
Do they not know how the law works?
Do you
on
have
certain
Discord?
things?
I only talk on Discord.
Who's the Jackal
I don't
Lair?
talk on
Who's
it.
that?
He's
Do you
just
not
like
know how
Tyra. He's
things
only
work
gonna
when
talk
they
in a
do
place
these
where
kind
he
of
has
things?
control. That's why he needs Tommy to come
The
on his
police
show
will sit
every
back and
time they
watch you
squash
do
the
shit
beat.
like this for a while, and then all of a sudden, when you least expect it, kind of like how they get niggas on the block.
Talking.
Nigga, you be thinking you be selling
about
dope and shit. Ain't
we
nobody watching
would-
you. You cool.
would
You
like
sitting out chilling,
you on
smoking a joint and
instead
just doing
of
something silly.
the
Whoop, whoop.
16
Yo, why you
people
harassing me?
watching
We seen you sell dope. No, you
you
didn't. Yes, we
now.
did, dummy. We were watching
I
from right
have
over
Hey,
there.
Jackal, is this the first time you
We've
ever
been
went
watching
live?
you for 3 months.
I do I do gaming videos. I do gaming.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was about to say, if this is your first time going live and you got more numbers than him, that speaks volumes about how boring that dude is.
Well, I'm only by 2
Yeah,
people.
man.
We were just waiting until now.
And you know, Jackal's popped in a few times on my live
You
show.
said we
and
live
that's
right
how
now
I
talking
must have
about you.
subscribed
We would
to
like
him.
you instead of the 16 people
And
watching
yeah, man,
you.
he does live
that's
shows,
good.
you
Why
know,
would I be
on the
concerned
gaming
of
side.
going to your
Nice.
channel talking about me when
Yeah,
you're watching me
yeah, I
talking
thought that
about
was
me?
very
Just keep it
interesting.
like
You know
that.
how
You know
kind
what
of
I'm
this,
saying?
I'm just
you know.
And remember, you need a
yo,
we to talk to me. Where is
I'm
the
just in your
you to
comments.
talk to
I'm
me
not
when I hit
watching
the
you, bro.
Discord?
Stop
You
that
feel
shit.
me? So you can sit around and talk about me all you want, because that's what I told y'all. That's all you're going to do
We
is talk
heard.
about me because you're fans.
Hey, goddamn.
You're fans.
Hey, Sungrown, Chun-Li
You are
means.
now a fan.
Yeah.
Wasn't that your fan?
So you can make whatever show you want.
My
I
what?
don't know who it is.
Chun-Li means. Wasn't that your fan?
No, that, you know, she's actually
And if it's people I have no respect
someone
for,
else.
why the fuck would I want to do a show
Okay,
with them?
and no, man, you know, at one time we were kind of getting along very cordially. Like, you know, she would make kind of hit videos against me that were kind of funny. You know what I mean?
Who?
Chun-Li? Are you talking about Chun-Li, right?
Yeah,
Chun-Li means.
I know that.
Yeah, and I think Chun-Li is actually like someone else named Shannon, and then someone else named, like, I get lost when it goes far back with the names and the trolls and all that.
Yeah.
But I think, yeah, she was very cool and cordial at one point, but then, as it's weird, man, as things go in the chat room, man, I wish everyone could just come in and chat and chill and do their thing, but
Right.
lines get set up for some weird reason, you know what I mean? And then,
Right.
like with her too, yeah, she just stopped coming around because she started getting more aggro on Tommy, I think, and being more cool with Zone and them.
Yep.
I guess. I don't know, man. It's like some people are, like even Jay Black, man. Jay Black would even chill and hang out for a while. And then next thing you know, it's like, I don't know. It's very strange.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what. It seems like they all just fall into the "we hate Tommy" gang, and it's like, okay, what exactly is it that you guys are doing aside from talking shit about the man, trying to piss him off? It's
And
like you
say the
guys aren't
same
doing
thing
anything.
over and over.
See, at this point, it's like a while ago. I emailed Covert, telling him how stupid he was, and I told him, I was like,
Think about
Covert,
it.
you screwed yourself. You
Doesn't
put
just
yourself
get
into a
pussy.
cage
You gotta pay
simply
for
by
it to
not
show it
showing
off
your
and pretend
base.
like
Where
get
you
it.
are right now with as many subs you have, it's never gonna get any higher than that. If anything, it's only going to get lower. It's like you guys join the We Hate Tommy gang. Only thing they can do is talk shit because they see what's happening to Tyra. Now they know the full extent of how bad this shit could get. So it's like, stay in your little corners, stay in your little cages, keep talking your shit. But just know that should you ever try to cross the line, if you cross over the line too far, like some bad shit's gonna happen. And it's not gonna be because of Tommy. It's gonna be from people who like you, who don't like people being unfair.
Males are.
Yeah, man. You're exactly right. It's from the people that aren't as vocal, that you don't see in the chat all the time, hooping and hollering and raising the flag and all that. It's going to be the people that really care, that listen every day, man. We get a cup of coffee. We like, we want to, we want to engage. We don't want to engage in the bullshit.
Exactly. It's like all that shit. Oh, you're fucking your daughter and all that shit. It's like, bro, ain't nobody about that shit. As much shit as I've done and said about Tyra, I never said shit about his grandchildren, nothing like that. It's like I don't fuck with kids. I'll send some pizza to your house, but I ain't gonna fuck with your kids like that. But Tyra, like these, it's like they're setting the rules. Once you talk about somebody's kids, like, okay, by you doing this, you're saying it's okay. Once you show where I live, okay, you're doing that, and you're saying it's okay to do that. So don't complain when I do it to you, or when somebody else who you haven't done it to, who's just gonna think that it's funny.
Yep. And you know what? The whole thing with him pranking his daughter, they did a little skit. Did
What
we
skit?
not the skit? I mean,
Bro, that wasn't no fucking skit. Who the hell just decides to do a skit out of nowhere?
no,
Nigga,
I
you
mean
talking about with the dog?
No, I'm sorry. No, I meant the skit with Tommy and his daughter that Tyra and everybody keep getting on. I mean, I done some stupid shit with my daddy. Even when we was at Six Flags and trying to change it, and the fucking bathroom was closed, had too many fucking people in it. My father took the towel and covered me up as I was trying to change, and he acted like he was going to drop the towel in front of people.
Right.
Yeah.
And him acted like he was going to reveal himself to his daughter, but he had shorts on. I don't see the problem with that. Everybody act like he was wearing some G-strings with his penis poking out of. What the fuck? And then the
Like
whole
what it was made in satire. That video was only 6 seconds long because it was part of that Vining video shit. If you type in Vine on YouTube, you'll be surprised how much way more like crazier shit shows up than that. And I'm like, wow, you guys really pulled this. It's like I said, like they hate Tommy so bad. Any and everything he does, no matter what it is, even if what he says is true, they're going to go against it. That's how deep their hatred runs of a man that they've never met.
No, it's like fucking ridiculous, man. And then the whole shower with the daughter part. If you want to say it, at least get the ages correct, because you sound real ridiculous saying he shot with his daughter until she was 8 years old when he have a video out.
Every one of them adds 2 to 3 years onto it. Oh, she was 12. Oh, she was 8. Oh, she was 6. Like making shit up. Just because you hate him so much, you want everybody to just talk shit about him. It's like you guys are all making this up, and we know you are.
And they don't have daughters. A lot of the people you notice that do this, like Tyra, he does not have a daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he claimed
It's
to
like,
love he claimed to love Tommy's daughter.
It's like
And
when Zone said that. Zone said what Tyra said. Oh, you're using your daughter to get YouTube views, but Zone put all 3 of his daughters on there, and it's like, wow, bro, you put all 3 of yours on there. But when Tommy did it, was something wrong with it. But now you're doing it, so it's okay. It's like you're a fucking hypocrite. This is why nobody fucks with your boring ass. You got like 16, 15 people in the chat right now.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Chun Li.
well, that's what Zone does now too, and he thinks it's like a hit against Tommy, where he has to constantly kind of say, "I'm a dad. Look at me. I am doing this with my family. I am a father. Look at me." You know,
The
it's like,
furthest he can go is just making up shit to piss Tommy off. That's as far as it's gonna go with him. And it's like, okay, have fun making the majority of your content about another YouTuber. Yeah, good luck with those views, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they're hurting themselves in the end, so it really doesn't matter.
Also, I'm in a whole different chat, fucking trolling shit out of Zone. But I fully agree. I fully agree with that, man. Excuse me. The link I showed where the link I had posted up with the woman. Where did I put that link at? Where Tyra had interviewed the same woman that Tommy had interviewed. Do anybody remember that?
You talking
Tyra
about
actually put
the
the
old
video
lady?
up.
What's her name? Global Family TV.
Go with Family
Oh
TV.
Yeah.
yeah, Global Family TV, Phoenix.
Oh, her
That's
name.
Phoenix.
Okay, cool. That was embarrassing.
Yeah, he was mad as fuck.
Right.
He was mad as a bitch.
And then I don't really think that it was the truth that a family manner had happened. Truthfully, I believe that she got real tired of him, kept talking and jumping over him and not answering questions. Hey, look, True, I'm sorry, but I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yep.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. And she was asking questions also that he did not like. He didn't approve of the questions she asked. And the other thing he was really upset about is she kind of came into my chat during a live show as we were setting all this up, and Tommy happened to be in the chat also. And through that little meeting right there, it only took like less than 30 minutes. He set up a live show with Global, and they went live, and they talked about everything that happened. It was wild, dude. And
Tyra
he was
didn't
so
like that.
pissed. He didn't like it. He didn't like the fact that the questions were, what happened when you shot the floor, and like, all of the stuff we want to know.
Yeah, she was letting the trolls ask her the night before. Like she was writing it down on paper. I was that shit was funny. I know what you're talking about. That shit was funny as fuck. I asked a couple of them questions. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was funny.
Oh shit! I didn't even know that, bro.
Yeah. Like the night before she did the interview, she was like, "Yeah, I said, yo, can you write down some questions he wants you to ask?" She was like, "Sure." And then she started like, man, everybody started going in on the chat. Like we started like, "Yo, ask him did he beat the dog?" Which he said was a skit, bro. If that was a skit, that dog needs to be in a movie. Like, what the fuck you?
Exactly.
That nigga need to be like in the next movie or something with a dog or something.
I wonder why that dog didn't attack the shit out of him.
He's probably been beating that dog its whole life, so it's just used to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, hold on. Hey, Sean Lee, this wouldn't be one-sided if you get that fuck nigga to come over here to stop his born-ass live stream and come over here so we can address his bitch-ass correctly.
Zone ain't gonna come over here. Zone's a coward. That's why he needs people to come onto his show and talk to him, just in case he needs to push that little mute button.
And there was a little standoff with Lola. That's what got him so upset. Because when you start fucking with a dog a little bit, they're going to kind of come back at you. And he knows that there's at least a little bit where he could get fucked up. That's why he kept getting so much more angry at her. He's an asshole, man. He's a total asshole. Yep. It's how you treat your pets is how people, really see how you are,
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And he beat the shit out of that dog.
Yeah.
Did animal service do anything about that?
Hell no. Nah. Well, not that we know of. From what he said, no. I wish.
Kind of makes you wonder where that dog is at right now.
Probably in his bed. Hey,
I
man, I'm
say
talking.
after that shit that happened last week, I was dying all week. Like I sent Tyra like 20 emails. He didn't respond to none of them. I'm like, bro, where you go live at now? How you feel about getting pwned? Hey, you talked to Jim lately? Like all kind of shit. And so I'm just waiting for this week. And so I'm like, man, probably by like Thursday or Friday, I hope we hear from him because this shit is just epic. Like that shit that happened with Tommy and Clifton Rainey, that was nothing. That shit that happened between Tommy and Tyrone Thompson, that shit was nothing compared
Hey,
to this. And
hey, bro.
Tommy didn't even do this.
Hey, bro. Do you know when Tyra sing? Hey, Jim. Can you come on?
Oh, please let Jim in.
Oh God.
So when
Like, bro,
Tyra,
like
when
for
that
real,
whole thing
Jim
happened,
came out the fucking huh?
when that whole thing happened between Clifton Rainey and Tommy Sotomayor, Tyra claims that, man, that happened. He came to my house. Me and my family will fuck him up. No, your family will welcome him in with open arms.
Exactly.
The fuck? That's why
Yeah,
Clifton
because they
Rainey
bailed your
did.
stupid ass out of jail.
Because that's why Clifton Rainey didn't throw hands with Tommy. Because once your enemy bails you out and your family all hugging and kissing on your enemy,
Yeah.
you got to kiss the ring. The fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know the similarities between Tyra and Clifton Rainey? The
What?
trolls. The trolls control them, control their emotions. Because Cliff wasn't going at Tommy for a while, but then the trolls got into his head like, oh, he made you look like a bitch and all that. So he's like, all right, I need to prove my manhood. So I got to go back at this man. The same thing would have happened with Tyra, bro.
Facts.
Yeah, it's like that. That's where this whole thing comes from, really. That's where Tyra got the idea that Tommy pays people to fuck with other people's lives. A troll told him that, and he started rolling with it like an idiot. It's like you listen to a troll for all these years. You really believe that shit. He's stupid as fuck.
That's crazy.
Hey, you know the funniest shit when niggas be like, yo, true, I'm ready. Hey, I be like, yo, meet me at the roll in. I was the first nigga to tell no, I told him meet me at the TikTok. That nigga did a whole stream. I live all the way in VA. I live in Virginia. This nigga went all the way to TikTok just to prove a point. Like, bro, you have nothing to prove. Like, I don't know, you just try too hard. That's how you know when niggas really about it. When niggas, I mean, I don't know. I really can't say he's not about it. I really don't know. Cause he did pull up. I mean, he did pull up. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yo, one of them last drive-bys that Jim did while Tyra was live, where you hear Tyra get up and he bashes open the door and says, "Look, motherfucker, when I catch you," I was like, "Yo, that shit, man, I couldn't stop laughing." I was like, "Yo, that was some legendary shit, man, for real." Like Jim came out the fucking woodwork. Like the shit Chucky did to Tyra was good, and it made him a legend. Jim just leaped. He passed a bunch of fucking levels and went right to legendary status with that shit. I was like, oh man, I fucks with Jim.
Within 2 weeks, within like 2-3 weeks, coldest thing.
Hey, and you guys heard the other night too. Like he swore up and down that someone threw a rock at his house.
Oh yeah,
like he is that paranoid. It's gotten really bad. It's gotten that bad. Like
hey, Sungrown, you know what it was, right? It was them birds flying up against the window again. They can sense evil, and so they trying to get up in there on like on some reverse Snow White type of shit.
I can't even believe that shit's real. I can't believe this is real.
Hey, I'm not sure which y'all belief is, but my family believe when you got birds continuing to hit against your window or somehow get into your house and it's dead, that means death is coming to you sooner than later, or somebody you know is about to die.
The crazy thing also is he went to the window. The bird was walking on the fence and just like looked over and just like bam. The bird was like, it was weird, man. The birds are actively going after. It's very strange. There's a strange frequency. Even when you look at the home.
Yeah, that's a bad
on video. There's like a weird. It's like a gray cloud that just like hangs over the house. It's just strange, man. I get a weird vibe, and I'm thousands of miles away.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Honestly, I believe Tyra's that where everybody just knows to avoid because you're afraid of getting shot and shit. For real.
And all the weird shit always goes down in the alley. You know, it's like a haven for people who like to do weird shit.
Yep.
You know, like the lady peeing on the fence. It's like she picked out his house on purpose.
What did he do with that? Did he try to, say something to her, or did he just let her pee on her fence?
It was on security camera. He just wanted to show how dirty white people are. You know, he just wanted to show, look at this white woman pissing on my fence.
Mm-hmm.
This is sucker ass shit. Oh, bruh. Hey, Sungrown, I sent you a message a message on Hangouts. He said he don't have Google Hangouts. So,
All
uh,
right.
so I'm thinking we might have to do something with him another day.
Yeah, man. Maybe we'll try to get it set up to where we can get him in.
Okay, cool. But guys, this was pretty cool. As again, I talked to the Taurus B Wednesday, so anybody is welcome to join in if y'all would like to join that call Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
Alright. If any other topics which y'all like to jump on before I end this?
Shit. All right, wait, last question. All right,
Yes,
can
sir.
we all give our prediction dates? When do each of y'all think Tyler's coming back online? What day? Let me get everybody a prediction. I think, what's today? I think by Friday.
You think Friday he's gonna get kicked out?
No, I think he's gonna be back online. I'm talking about like when
Oh,
do you think he's gonna be back online? Like
shit.
live stream.
Hmm. Um, give me a second. Maybe I probably think tomorrow or Thursday.
Tomorrow, Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
But
what?
with,
In that email, Mr. Wayne said that eviction court is every 2 weeks.
oh,
So every 2 weeks they hold eviction court at the local courthouse. For property owners that are having problems with tenants. So man, so you think 2 weeks out from now? That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking here we go. July 4th, because that's always a wonderful time. True Freeman loves the 4th of July. I'm saying I'm gonna go out on the limb and say July 4th.
hey, do you think that Tyler's going to try to get this money to give due so he can cancel this trip down here, or do you think that he's going to have to eat that shit?
Man, $21,000, man. 21.6 to be exact.
Hey, let me ask you
Yeah.
guys
That's
something.
Yeah, what's
How
up?
stubborn? How stubborn is it that you think Tyra is? Say Tommy went and bought the house and said, "Look, man, if you don't make another video about me ever, I will give you this house. It will be yours. The house you live in, it will be yours." You think Tyra would accept it, or would he say, "Nah, fuck you, we beefing"?
Hey, bro, I don't think he should accept that. You know why? Because Tommy's already king of Indy. That
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
that will make Tommy Tyra's fucking god.
All right, hold on. I gotta mute
Right.
myself real quick.
Because there's no way in
yeah.
hell that your enemy
No.
rose in your city, disrespect you, you didn't do shit about it. But now your enemy buys your house from you. Nah,
Yeah, that's next
fucking
level.
that is your fucking god right there. For somebody to take their own money to buy your house and out from under you.
Mm.
And it's not even the fact that somebody has the money to buy it. It's just the fact that he really wants somebody under contract that has good credit that looks like they can go ahead and do this.
Yeah.
Because that was one of the last sentences he said. I don't need the money if I can do this all under contract also.
Mm.
That was a lot of that email too, is like, hey man, like I want to sell this home. now.
So he could be done with Tyra crazy ass.
Yeah.
Exactly. That and just he didn't want to have. I mean, it's like any business owner doesn't want to have to fucking go down and have to go and deal with the bullshit low level crap. He has people that do that shit. And for him to have to go and leave and to fly and to do, man, dude, it's like when you're
Yeah.
asking the big boss man to have to come down and deal with some shit, it's not good.
Yeah, it's not
You don't
good.
want him. You don't want him anywhere near you. You just want to pay the bill and thank you, sir. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And man, that's not happening here.
Yeah.
This is fucking this is fucking hilarious. Oh, excuse me. Oh yeah, the whole topic about the whole pedophile thing as well. My man Hassan Campbell that came out and said all these wonderful things about Tommy Sotomayor while you said you was going to violate another man's son. You didn't even say his daughter. You said you was going to violate his son that's underage. And yet I don't understand when these creepy motherfuckers keep saying, Tommy Sotomayor this, Tommy Sotomayor that, and come right around and say some creepy shit, and you don't point the finger to yourself saying, hey, you know what? I I'm gonna stop talking about Tommy because I said the same creepy shit as Tyra J. Mary Moore and a guy that said he and King Rob. You know what? That's my bad. I'm gonna leave it alone. But no, once in a while, Sasan Campbell comes out and says some really creepy shit. And then the whole thing about him wanting to smack the shit out of the Mexican woman because he's a big YouTuber and she shouldn't disrespect him. What the fuck was that about?
I ain't see that. I don't
Oh,
watch him.
he was oh damn, never mind.
Yeah, yeah. I did. I mean, nah. Yeah, I don't watch that fool. I heard about him, but his topics
Okay,
ain't
what
really.
happened?
Hello, what you say?
No, what did you say happened? Hassan did what?
Hassan Campbell. He came up and said how he was going to violate. I forgot who he said son he was going to violate.
Oh, Kev Gills. He said he was going. He said, "Hey, Kev Gills, how would you feel if I stuck heavy dick in your little boy's ass and that little bitch's ass?" And I was like, "What the fuck, Hassan?"
Crazy.
When he said that, why nobody started looking at him wrong when he said that instead of giving this man donations and shit?
Because people love when shit gets that like raunchy, when shit gets that bad. That's why I'm like, man, this sector is fucked up.
I would never co-sign some shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the hell I don't know what the hell Hassan's deal is. He got some major issues that he got to work through.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I would never say no shit like that. That thought would never even cross my mind. Like, what the fuck? Like, who think? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
who thinks of shit like that? Like, I didn't even know that was. I didn't even think that was thinkable. Like, what the fuck? Like, who thinks of shit like that?
Hey, so
Exactly.
I really believe
Jesus.
that Hassan Campbell's had a relationship for Africa Bang
Of course.
because
Yeah, they had a
we
relationship.
we all was 13. No matter how innocent we think children is, we all was 12, 13 years old. We all knew that we didn't want no fucking. Well, I can't speak for everybody, but as a straight man, I was a straight kid, and I knew, just like Tommy
Right.
said, I didn't want no fucking dick.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Nah, bro, I knew that shit when I was like 6 years old. I didn't want that shit. That's why I was like, what the fuck is up with Hassan?
Man, I was
Mm-hmm.
a child. You speaking about a child, my nigga? You continuously went over there in your own interview. You took an ass whooping instead of just staying home because you kept going over this man that you claimed that violated your fast.
Yeah. Yeah, he thighed him. I was like, what?
He hit your thighs. He hit your thighs.
And you know what's crazy, bro? It was a picture with this nigga like before the allegations came out. This nigga took a picture with him like in 2000. It was like in the 2010.
I seen it.
Yeah, like nigga, what? Like what do you like? I don't know. Niggas
What's his
weird,
name?
man.
That one pro black dude, Sonetta, broke it down. He said around the same time they had fell out, Africa Bambaataa had stopped giving them money, and that was when all the allegations and shit came out. So I'm like, all right, so your boyfriend stopped giving you money so that you could go shopping on Fifth Ave and shit, and you got mad about it. So you say, oh yeah, he been fucking me for years. Like, really, bro? Oh no, it's like that's a weird ass love story.
No,
Hell yeah.
no, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie, that's so fucking crazy.
It is a little strange too, and it was the Zulu nation too, and it was a little bit of a cult, I guess. You know, it was a bit of a cult, like, because, man, when I was young, it was Beat Street was this movie that, you know, where you first got to see Kool Moe Dee, and you know you got to see Africa Bambaataa and these guys, and at that time, if you will equate that to today, those guys were like Nas and
Drake.
you know all of the big names that you see today. That's who those guys were portrayed at that time, you know. So you can see where a young Hassan may have fell into the, you know, the cult.
No, I don't see it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Grease them thighs up. Come on, come over here. I got those.
Hey man, for those that
We're
say
talking
that,
early '80s here, man. We're talking early '80s.
Fuck that.
those that think he's probably lying that Africa wasn't hitting him, like that is some off the wall topic. That's some off the wall shit they make up there. Another man was hitting your thighs instead of something else.
Yeah, it is weird. It's like, it's gay, but no, it wasn't gay, but it is gay. You know, it's like weird.
I mean, I guess he wasn't trying to get caught up in there.
Right.
If the
He
little
didn't
bitch,
actually enter my center, but he did thigh me. You know, it's weird. It's strange.
oh, shit. But no, but it's also serious shit though. He should be under investigative watch because not only that he went to attempt to kill the guy that stabbed his boyfriend
Yeah, his boyfriend.
because he was one of the guys that's supposed to be put the hit out on him. I'm like, hold on, you went to try to kill the guy that stabbed your boyfriend instead of you killing the guy that did all the shit to you. How,
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
no, it
Well, it
doesn't.
makes sense. He you know, the money got cut short, so he just said, fuck it. Exposing
But
everything. He probably make more money now anyway off that YouTube shit.
but yeah, he claimed that Tommy Sotomayor deserved to get his ass kicked or killed for the things he said and showed on YouTube. I can't make that make sense.
Nah.
Whew, shit. By the way, I'm thinking about going onto Zane's chat room right now. Ask him, hey, well, all the gay porn that did you do anything with Africa Bad Bottle? You know what I'm saying? Man, if I'm doing that shit right now, fuck that. How do I show my screen? So, which I
Well, the
got.
fact that I'm even commenting on African Bambaataa and Hassan Campbell should be a little alarming to everyone.
Hold on, how do I screen share on monitor? Okay, display catcher, get
Oh
image,
God.
window catcher.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck.
Hey, I got a question for us. Hold on. I just thought about this. Why do Tara think somebody's gonna donate $500 to talk to this nigga to open up the lines? The nigga be like, yo, 500, now open up the lines. 500.
Damn.
Like,
I
nigga.
know.
Ain't nobody been, bro. I don't care to talk to you that much. I mean, bro, like then he eventually opens them up for free, and it just don't make no sense. Like,
Right.
I don't.
And
And
man,
then
you know, we started hitting. I mean, we started hitting at that. We started pushing at that like 6 months ago. We're like, open up your lines. You'll make so much more money. Like, do
yeah,
it. And then he started doing it. And then he just, I mean, man, that's the biggest draw, I think.
fuck
The
yeah, because
open lines,
he be
him
going-
talking to people. That's the best, man.
Bruh, that shit be having me dying. You just never know what he's
Yeah.
gonna say. Like it's just so random. Like, yeah, your mama's sucking my dick. Or you whatever you say, whatever you say to him, he just gonna say, yeah, your mama.
I love it. Yeah, Sungrown. The first thing you need to do is get Tommy's nuts off your chest.
Chin.
That's the first thing you need
Off
to
your
do.
chin.
And then I'll talk to you. It's like, it's awesome.
Oh, this faggot motherfucker.
Oh God.
Oh man.
Whew. So I'm trying. This is my.
You gonna try to bring Zone over or what? He's
I'm
not
tr-
coming.
I'm
He's
trying to.
not.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
I
screen.
told you he ain't coming.
I'm trying to screen share so y'all can see me type this shit in, but I forgot how you do it. Do you use screen capture or window capture?
Yo, I don't know if y'all remember this. Do y'all remember? Well, you know what? Chucky still has one of the videos up on one of his channels. It's called a Tyra True Freeman throwback. Either
Mhm.
Tyra or a True Freeman throwback, and it's when his number first got put out. Now Tyra blames Tommy for it, but it wasn't Tommy. It was Slapadon. Slapadon is very, very, very handy with the computer. He found out his address. He found out his actual number. And the number that they had found was Tyra's business number. He said he had that number for 10 years, and it was where he had all his contacts and everything. And Chucky has a video up where Tyra's bitching about it. He's like, my phone been blowing up for 2 months. I went to bed last night. The phone was on full charge. When I woke up, the phone was fucking dead. And then when I turn it on, it's blowing the fuck up with messages and shit. And I was like, yo, that shit was hilarious.
Oh no!
He was livid about that because that was, yeah. I mean, a good 10 years of business contacts, work.
Yeah.
People, friends, family. That was crazy, man. I remember that. He was highly upset about that.
Hey,
And
Johnny Bender. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. He said, "Sungrown. Do you think Tyra killed Willie for the house on rule?"
who?
Oh shit! Yeah,
That was
I don't
the
know,
owner
man.
before Tyra.
So he was the owner. He was the classic car guy. Willie was the classic car guy. You see True Freeman and his classic car videos.
Right.
That was Willie. Willie built those cars, not True Freeman. He didn't build those cars. Willie got killed. I don't know if he got killed in the house or if he got killed in the garage. Right.
Oh yeah, I don't know which one. Yeah, I don't know which one.
Right. So something happened with that. And what they say, there was a 5-year gap between Willie dying and True Freeman getting in the house. So there was a 5-year gap. And then don't forget, True Freeman used to use this home as a party house. They used to charge people to come over and party. They charge them drinks. They charge them to whatever they had.
Oh,
it
he
was
did
the party
say
home.
that. Yeah.
Yes.
He be snitching on himself. Like he tells us everything about his life. Like what the fuck?
And then the sewer broke, and he's like, "Oh, the people that were in there before left the water on." Well, they were all partying in the house before that. It was the party house. So who knows who was in charge of keeping it up or what the fuck? Yeah, that's all I got to say about that.
I remember when Notorious Lady Law, Candy, and somebody else had revealed that. It was like, hey, did Tyra did this shit? How the fuck you live in a house where you had somebody that died in your basement?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
that was Lady Law.
Nah, I'm the one that told Lady Law about it. I had
Okay.
Look, But I'm telling you, I be behind the scenes, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't be trying too
That's
much
when I
about
got
that.
scared of Lady La. That was the first time I was like, "Oh
Man,
my
man, I
god,
got to sub
who
to, I
is
got to
this?
sub to your channel,
Who is
bro.
this lady?"
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Like y'all.
I got a crush. I ain't gonna lie. I got a crush on Lady Law.
Hey man,
She's a good
I'm a little
looking.
freaky. I like the feet too. I like the feet.
Hey, hey,
Hold on, hold on.
Oh wait.
hold on. I need to
Oh
look.
wait.
Hey, hold on. I need to look over my back to make sure my woman
Yeah. I was about to say same shit. Like hold on.
ain't. All right, my back is clear.
All right.
I like the feet just as long as the toes are all well proportioned. I don't like that one middle finger toe bigger than the toe. I like all well
Exactly.
proportioned toes.
Hey, bro. I one time met a chick with those long pussy lips, man. I had to kick her ass out, man. That shit was weird as fuck. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? That shit is weird as fuck, man.
Mm.
It is weird. It is weird. It's like a gas mask going over your face or some weird shit. It's like there's too much skin. It's just an extra. It's just too much. A little too much. That's all.
Yes, it is.
Baby oil makes everything better, though.
Uh, oh, God. But anyway, guys, it's getting around that time. I need to stop packing up, wash these fucking dishes.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
I guess since I know y'all, got y'all Google Hangouts, I could send y'all a message to see when the next time y'all all free.
Let's do it.
Y'all welcome to come
Yeah,
on
cool. I'm
anytime.
always down.
All right, cool, cool, cool.
Yep.
Uh,
Anytime, man. Just let me know.
Sungrown.
All right. Yeah, Tommy's on right now. I'll catch y'all in the chat room.
All right,
Oh
cool.
yeah.
All right.
Maybe this weekend we could try to get Super Saiyan Gym together, or
Oh,
whenever
most
you're free.
definitely.
All right, cool. I'm not gonna ask for his phone number. I'll just have you whenever I contact you to see what day y'all two is free. We can do that. I respect his privacy.
All right,
Right.
man.
All right,
No
bro.
problem.
Hey, thank y'all for coming to my first live stream when I talk about real issues. Oh,
Hey,
I'm
it's been
sorry.
an honor.
Hey, thanks for having us.
I think actually one more thing before y'all go. I want to be the type that way. Tommy said that if y'all want to change, if y'all want to see me do good positive shit, want y'all do it. Like I told Notorious B, which I want to talk to him Wednesday about. I actually want to do what Tommy said. Um, I want to do something, donate to the Boys and Girls Club. I want to help the homeless people more. I want to try to get them off the street and start doing something for the community, like cleaning up trash and or trying to make sure that the streets is fucking safe. Do something in the black community instead of just talking about or wishing somebody would do something about it.
Right.
We used to have the Black Panthers. We men can do something to bring that shit back. To
Right.
protect and control our own streets instead of having the police do it. Since we always complain that the police is killing our people.
Mm-hmm. Thanks.
So maybe we can one day talk about that.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, thanks, bro. And y'all all have a good day. Thank y'all for coming.
You
Peace.
too, bro. Thanks.